I got you on the big TV. And it smells like something burning in my room. But we're ignoring that.
It's the market.
No, like it actually smells like a fire, but I don't see any smoke, so I think we're good.
Aw. YouTube app for the PlayStation 4 is broken. I've got like this little tiny picture in the top left, and that's it.
Was updated. Okay.
All right. We're gonna go. How much of a recap do you want?
As much as you can possibly do. It's been a bit.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll probably do 17 and 18.
All right. I was gonna go back all the way to the beginning.
Sure. Sure. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So let me get my notes out because it's a lot easier just to go scroll through it all. Okay, so you all met up in Mal'Ganis. You did something for Lawrence, which you were doing to find the end to the slave trade. What was your main mission from that? It was actually to find his wife and kid. And then you also noticed that there was other people missing. Then you somehow got arrested and got a bounty put on, or not bounty, a fine on your head.
You say somehow.
Somehow. Mm-hmm. So you guys got that, and I don't think you ever paid it, so you still have that fine.
We were told not to worry about it.
Yep. And also, if you didn't pay it in 2 weeks, it would be a 10,000 bounty on your head, well, warrant on your head per person. So while going to do that, you found a cavern, and you meet some slaves, and you defeated some more orcs, and then coming out, you found Varkas, which is well, you found, like, I guess, a castle in Bard Alley, and you rescued some kids, and then met Varkas. Varkas sent you on a mission to deal with the slave trade, go in with an inn, but instead he said he had a connection, so that was when you met Narazian, which is the dragon that you met. Finding out you guys got into the slave trade, and it was a whole bunch of, you know, criminals, and, you know, a very interesting encounter. You guys bought some familiars, I believe, that I think only 2 are standing, but technically 1 doesn't have an owner anymore, so that's that. Then from there you met Atcha, and Atcha brought you to Blackpool. You found out that Atcha deals with some very interesting underworld crime, and I believe it was Christian's character, so it was Jane, found out that Atcha had one of many orbs to bring back.
Wasn't this long before Jane came into the campaign?
Was it?
At this point, he was still playing his bird.
Oh, yeah.
This was playing his bird.
Yep.
These notes now.
I'm going by not my personal notes. I'm going by my campaign document here, and then trying to bring things up. So, so then you find out that Atcha is in some weird stuff, and then you were sent over to Skitter for more of a tasking work and trying to earn your trust with Skitter. And then you did his tasking. Between meeting a fiend and Marco finding this weird, interesting thing happening to him.
Oh, I didn't actually.
Nice.
You also had Twarp, join you on all these. You met a few people in the way. You met Layla the Druid. You met Lothreeve. You met a witch in the forest when you went to Keld. And then you obtained something from a tomb that you found out is actually a amulet, one of 13 that you need. Then you were sent off to meet Goldchat. And this is where you guys are currently, is you are with Goldchat. And so the first task you have completed, which is deal with some mercenaries.
I definitely don't remember the 1 of 13 thing.
Nor do I. But thank you for the heads up there.
Yeah,
I do.
I believe.
Although we didn't keep the necklace, we gave it to the rat.
I mean, Skitter?
Yeah.
Skitter's a gnome.
Wow.
Wow, I thought he was a rat man.
No, he was a gnome.
What?
Same thing.
wow.
He was an old man gnome.
Oh yeah, I thought he was a rat man for the longest time.
Wow. I even described him as a gnome. Wow. Okay, anyway, so then you guys went to meet a blacksmith in Valtodir, and you got some equipment that Goldchat needed. Then your current mission is Goldchat needs a few ingredients that he gave you a list of materials here. And he said he will reimburse you on what you have to buy with a proof of purchase, of course. And he will give you a reward. And that is where we left off.
Have we leveled up to level 5?
You know, if you hit level 5, that's normally when I'm not as easy for people dying, right?
Holland, we're down to 2 original characters still.
No, that was their choice. That was their choice.
Okay.
Yeah, well, my druid left because you guys decided to make a deal with the devil, and that's completely against what he does.
Yep.
Cassius, why do you sound like you're across the room?
Oh, because I have my mic in a different position now.
That's fine. I can still hear him fine.
I can hear him. It just sounds like he sounds quiet to me, but it's whatever.
Well, turn me the F out then, DM.
And the bird also followed his character's ethics and took off.
Ethics, he ran for his life.
Ethics, he tried to blow us up.
Yeah, he blew people up and then left.
Blew himself up.
He didn't blow himself up.
No, he didn't. He blew the stairs up and left.
That's what I'm saying, is that we all assume he blew himself up and he'll come back as a recurring villain later on.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's already crossed my mind that he's probably gonna come back like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's gonna have some explaining.
All I could see is a naked chicken coming back, but it's just me.
I mean, how much I like chicken nuggets.
But yeah, that is where we left off.
Well, we had just spoken with Goldchat, and we're about to leave, or we are leaving. We have all the stuff. We're supposed to get it like an elephant or something, and
yeah,
We were going to head to
the big city.
the black market town.
you guys, yeah. You said you were gonna head to the
Like
black
the big
pool.
Blackpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blackpool. Yeah. And it was black something. I remember it was black market or black something else.
It's Blackpool. It's not Deadpool yet. It's Blackpool.
Not Deadpool. Not until we get there. So I suppose we just headed out, didn't we? Just out the door. What time is it, DM?
Notes. What time is it?
on.
Okay, begin heading back at 10:40 a.m.
I think that was the last timestamp we have.
Okay, so it was probably about a day that travel.
You have a question.
I have an answer.
Why are we so focused on what particular hour it is of the day?
Because at night, we don't really want to travel. We need to sleep at night, maybe?
I know, but we're just concerned about things like going out at 10 a.m. and arriving back at precisely 1:15 p.m. Like, is there like a time spell that we have for people need to know that sort of stuff?
Well,
Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah. We don't need
Maybe we
to
just say we set
so much.
is it morning, midday, or night?
Yeah, I think that's what we're just getting at. Is just focusing on the general categories of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if we walk down the cave and it's just like, it looks like it's coming up as an early morning, the birds are starting to flock to the north. Like, that's pretty much.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Like, we arrived at, we looked at our digital watches and went, it's 9:15 a.m. precisely, and if I double tap this one, the light flickers.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I think they were doing that originally because I would say like you guys traveled for like 3 hours, like so.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, no, that makes sense, Kaisis.
That's fine. Whatever response I receive.
I blame the DM on that one.
wow.
What?
Wow.
Okay. What should I ask then? If it's not what time. How long
No,
did we...
I think what he's saying is asking what time is fine, but instead of like getting down to like we spent 3 hours here, 20 minutes here, 15 minutes here to equal such and such time, making it easier on the DM to just say it's roughly mid-afternoon
That works.
instead of like right down to the second.
That's-
Well, like, you feel like you guys have been traveling for about, let's just say, a good portion of the day. Your bones are starting to get a bit weary, and the sun is starting to dip over the top of the tree, so it'd probably be looking at a good time for you to start making camp.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
We've been pushing it when it comes to exhaustion.
Oh, really?
Well, that's right.
That's-
West.
Yeah, that's right. You guys like push it to like the very end, and that's probably why we did the.
Yep.
Alright, I'd say we're good to go.
Is it nighttime?
You guys travel. I would say it's like. I think you guys did travel at night, so technically it is night still.
I suppose it's time for bed then. Are we staying here before we leave? Or going out into the woods to sleep?
Nice dry cave.
Before
Yeah,
leave
we can
Gold-
probably catch some shut eye.
Right. And walk back up to Gold Shot, I believe. Do you have any lodging available?
He looks around. He's just like, I got a hammocks.
That's fine, I suppose. Will it be relatively safe in here?
No one has breached these areas, so
What about what's already in here?
they're pretty trustworthy people.
Alright.
Yay, foreshadowing.
They'll keep watch, I think. Thank you, Goldshot. Where are these hammocks? If you could please point us to. It's been a long day.
He reaches over, walks over a couple of feet into a crate off the wall. Grabs 4 hammocks and just hands it to you. And says,
So,
tie him somewhere.
looking around, is there like any like dirt with a post in it or anything like that around that won't collapse and Marco leans against it?
You can probably lean against the tower, slowly built tower.
Alright, Marco's just gonna walk over, flop down on his butt, and then just lean back against the tower and go to sleep.
Not taking watch at all?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right, fine, sure. Goes to set up the hammock, not taking watch, and goes to sleep.
Okay. You guys go to sleep.
What about the other two?
We assume the P pose and we assert dominance.
Wonderful.
I could totally see Grimlock just be T-pose the whole time.
I'll get
Come on.
the next character with him.
I'm a cat. I'm gonna climb like halfway up the thing that's under construction. I'm just gonna like curl up in a corner of it.
Okay.
What's the point of asking for hammocks if everyone else will just sit on the ground and go curl up somewhere?
I used to hammock.
Old stuff for you. Speaking of which, this particular area, and I think we actually got a good description of it. Like, is it a gigantic open cavern that he's building something in?
So it's a giant cavern that has multiple large doorways in. There is a hatch that you can see above that is very high up. It's probably like 400 feet up. That is where the structure leads up to, and then you can see the airship slowly being built there. A very slow process. So on the top, that's the giant hatch that can actually put an airship through. On multiple sides of this cavern, there are some of those larger doors that you saw. That when you came in for the first time, it was like basically it's probably like a 50-foot tall door, and like a 50-foot wide, and it's just a giant metal door that goes up and down, kind of like a giant gate.
So effectively, this is a silo-sized cavern which has a hatch on the top to allow the export of the airship that's being constructed inside of it, outside, correct?
Yep, and then there's also multiple like siege towers and catapults and stuff that
They built on the ground level.
yeah, they can go through. Like the siege towers normally go through a special entrance. You see like an oddly shaped door that looks just big enough for that. Besides that, like all the cavern is literally just was as is. It's like kind of like slightly dug out, but it kind of looks like a normal cavern. But yeah, it's like a giant cavern silo.
Wonderful. I'm going to grab one of the large wooden blocks that were being used in construction, hammer it into the ground, and sling up the hammer between it.
Okay.
And with a mighty sag, the hammer just descends underneath the sheer weight of a minute long.
Surprising, yours is just slightly. You realize that a lot of your hammocks are just slightly bigger, just big enough for like, you know, to carry like 1,000 pounds. It doesn't seem exactly like a hammock. It more like feels like a cargo net that you would put materials on to put on a ship by crane.
Yeah. A little bit takes a bit getting used to, I suppose, but all right. Well enough. Good night.
So it's reconduct our rest. Does anything happen?
Does anything happen? No. Oh damn it! I forgot to use my new cage dice.
Wow.
Wait, cage dice?
Yeah, I bought myself a present when I was at PAX Unplugged.
Yes.
No, nothing happens.
What we greeted with in the morning.
So you went to a video game convention and bought dice.
No, PAX Unplugged is a tabletop convention.
Focus.
What we greeted with in the morning.
Sorry, I had to correct him. So you wake up to banging with hammers, sawing, like construction zone happening all above you guys. Like they are just building around you, basically. To get the job done. Marco, you probably have a little bit of wooden dust falling from the sky onto you.
But we got our long rest.
Yeah, you got your long rest.
Wonderful. Go and fill that in here. Let's see. Long rest. Wonderful. All of our spell slots are back. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Start eating some quick breakfast and maybe get on the road. Looks like we have some shopping to do. Who ended up with this list?
You're the one that tends to handle writing stuff.
Yes. Yeah, does anyone else have this list as well? Because we're going to split up. I suppose I'll take a couple moments to copy this down before we start heading out to give everyone a copy of this list. Pull out a quill, bit of paper while everyone's waking up, and write down 2 pounds of mineral powder, 20 ounces of vegetable oil, 3 vials of giant's blood, 1 bundle of darkwood leaves, 50 bars of tempered steel, 10 dragon teeth, with an amendment at the bottom that says any purchases require receipt for reimbursement. And we're also looking for an elephant and a compatible cart for said elephant. Probably bring all this stuff back.
Well, I forgot to have Aiden roll a D100.
Right, I can do that in a moment. We also have 300 gold per person as a reward for this. Will we given the money to purchase this elephant as well?
You weren't getting any money.
It says it right there.
What? Where does it say that?
Cursor is literally on it. Any purchases require receipt for reimbursement.
Right. Reimbursement, all right. So no money for the elephant. Wonderful. How much does an elephant cost, do we know?
Find out when we get there.
Oh dear. Wonderful.
I'm sure we can procure one.
That sounds dangerous, and I think it's time to set off.
Indeed.
What do you mean sounds dangerous?
I don't know, we'll see. If you said something that didn't come through, Kaisis.
I didn't let us tablet.
Oh.
Well, I guess in that particular case, couldn't Mortis just go to head towards the exit that they head in, and if the others are following, they're following.
Yep, Marco's gonna follow right on behind.
Munching on some rations, head out the door.
Do nothing.
Jane's gonna eat a ration while he walks with them.
All right, so you guys go out the door and head over to Blackpool.
No, I think you just go to the east and get rid of that, I guess.
Just screw the whole, west. Well, actually, no. Blackpool from you guys would be east, so.
Oh, brilliant. Let's go east.
To the sunrise!
Alright, to fast forward this, we're going to do this 2 days of travel.
Oh, I need to roll as well.
Yep, so you need to roll 3 times for me.
Do I need to do, was it /roll D100, and is it times 3? How do I, what's the easiest way to do this?
I think it's was it 1D100?
1D /roll 1D100. have to do this 3 times,
One
right?
down.
Yep.
Should have just copied
Correct.
it. 2 and 3.
All right. All right. So, are you guys stopping and doing anything during those 2 nights at all?
Not really, just
Sleeping and eating?
Sleeping and
Nice.
eating. All right. We'll
Are
mark
we
off-
coming across anything of interest along the way?
You're going through a forest. What's considered interesting to you?
Well, any abandoned huts or any ruins or anything that doesn't really belong in a forest.
Like grandma's house.
Or maybe just a random man with a yellow
Yeah.
exclamation mark above his head that indicates a side quest.
We'll go with that.
Also, don't forget to remove your rations and things from your inventory as we eat them.
Yep.
No, there is wildlife once in a while of like you hear howling of wolves, a couple deer that you can see just run off in the distance, a couple rattling bushes and a random rabbit jumps out. But no, nothing interesting. Like a man with a question mark above his head.
It is fucking there's no bounds.
So, did you bring a cart with you at all?
Nope. That's why we're buying one.
Okay.
Yes, this is a party without the cart.
Well, yeah, you guys decide, oh, we don't need the cart anymore.
We haven't needed it yet.
Haven't needed it.
That and we've been asked to procure a cart for the elephant, so why for anything extra? Wait,
Funny enough, he's coming up with a reason for us to need a cart now.
He's just obsessed with carts.
My last
did you
party.
buy a cart, Minnie?
I have multiple cart minis actually.
He has like 5 or 6 of them.
I have
They've shown up on a few of our battlefields.
about 8 or 9. Yeah.
Do we need to roll perceptions or anything for our guard duties?
Oh, you do already use it? Yes, you do.
All right. How many and when?
It was 2 nights, so each person does 2.
Right.
All right, you want to do yours first, Galen?
Sure. Perception. A natural 20. 23.
Five. Everything seems peaceful.
All right. This is the second one. A 10.
All right, you're good. Next person.
All right.
Go, Marco.
I'm pretty perceptive. I might not be the brightest, but my eyes work.
Go, Jane.
Jane is rolling real dice.
I was about to say.
Yeah, James is feeling cool. He doesn't trust the.
That's a 19.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. D&D Beyond's never screwed us over.
And that 20. All right.
Suspicious.
Done pretty well for me.
And then we
I can take a picture of it in the corner of my little dice tray.
Alright. Your nights went really well. Just peaceful and nothing happening.
Wonderful. I suppose remove your rations again for eating.
Yep. Fast forward nighttime travel. I love it. I always think of like the little loading screen when you're traveling
much.
somewhere.
See, I'm so old, I just think of like the little squiggly lines and the little double arrow for VCR fast forward.
I was thinking of like a loading screen from a game or something.
So for 2 meals a day, that's 2 bits of rations per day, right?
Yep.
If you don't do 3.
Yeah.
Or for me, a few fruits and veggies every day.
Right.
I don't stock up on rations.
Right.
Okay. So with that, you guys have finally reached Blackpool again, and you see the same familiar run down little areas, about the 4 rows that hold these really scum-looking vendors. And then you see the building in the middle with the gears rotating.
And the hole.
And the hole's inside, but yes. With the elevator.
To the elevator! I'm gonna assume Jane has been here before.
Yeah, Jane's been here before.
Right, here we go. I, as a fact, did not go inside last time, so this is new to me.
Alrighty, this will be fun.
I'm staying outside.
Before we go, I hand everyone their piece of paper to tell them what they divide up what we're looking for. Who wants to look for what? Are we going together as a group?
I think we should stick together as a group, honestly.
All right, let's do that then. What's on this list? Maybe 2 pounds of mineral. Should we go for the biggest thing first to try to acquire that, so we have a cart to load everything on, or save this tempered steel bars for last?
I think we should go get the elephant and cart first to load everything on.
All right. See how much.
So
gold.
thinking back, is it very viable for us to get a cart down into the market, based on Marco's memory?
Didn't we have to leave it out last time? To stay up top.
You did notice like some people would bring smaller carts.
Oh, this is not going to
There
be a
should
large.
be a
this is going to be a
massive
very
cargo
large cart.
elevator.
If it's going to be pulled by an elephant.
Yeah, it's not gonna fit down the elevator.
Right.
But if we're getting materials that big down there, they must have a cargo elevator in order to get it down there and back up.
We have
I
things
mean, it does
delivered.
say compatible card. It doesn't say the size of the card. Compatible could just be like a wheelbarrow with a rope attached to the elephant.
Right, I mean,
Fair.
but it's going to need to be able to pull
That is
50
true.
bars of tempered steel, which is going to be very heavy.
I'm just saying, like, the size of the card is ridiculously better.
True.
What do you think is going to be the most difficult thing to acquire? The dragon teeth or
Well-
the steel?
I imagine dragon teeth are not going to be easy to come by unless there's an old senile one that needs some dental work.
I would probably recommend that we split into 2 groups.
All right.
Maybe have 2 of us up here find a cart and get it ready, and the other people gather as much carryable materials off the rest of the list as they can out of the market.
How heavy would 10 dragon's teeth be? Has anyone handled those before? Seen them?
Can't imagine that heavy.
I don't know. Dragons are pretty large. I for sure might not be able to carry them.
I don't know if they're too
Wait.
heavy, just don't buy them yet.
You're part dragon, right?
Right, but my teeth don't count.
How big are your teeth?
Mine are normal. They look like humans' teeth. What?
I'm,
Can we
see-
just?
I'm seeing a cheap way out of this.
That's what I'm
Brass
hearing.
knuckles.
As Jane
Not.
snickers.
We'll scratch that idea.
Incidentally, did we actually ask about the size of dragon teeth? Because it's not like every day you're going to see a great worm in these parts.
True.
Really hard for me to hear Grimbold.
Turn him up. I can hear him fine.
It's not that. It's more. I don't know. Weird. Turn you up.
You could just say that it's shit and you just need me to bring my actual character.
You're at
Holy
200%. You're at
Ow.
I didn't move the microphone at all, guys. I just spoke up.
Ow.
Jesus.
I have you at 200%.
Turn your prices back down.
I didn't do anything.
Did someone say something? I can't hear anything anymore.
Oh dear.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it got a lot louder.
It's because I started actually projecting from my diaphragm, not actually just letting my voice carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is remember to enunciate.
What I'm hearing is you guys just want me to shut up. It's fine. I
No,
understand.
not it.
No. And I just
All right.
so I'm trying to adjust Kaisis's volume, and it finally dawned on me I'm right clicking my own name.
Oh no! Wow. All right, so it looks like
a lot of people, but never for oneself.
Maybe he shouldn't have banged his head on the tables quite so hard.
it looks like we might be able to get mineral powder, veggie oil, maybe the darkwood leaves together in one store, maybe even the dragon's teeth. Is there some kind of general store around here? Are there guards? Who was here last time? Marco was here last time, I believe.
They're more specialty shops all over the place down there.
I see.
But Mark,
I would focus on the first 4, and for the other 2, maybe swing by a blacksmith and see if they can deliver it to the upper layer.
All right.
so I do have a question. Marco, you're a cook, correct?
Yes.
Don't you have some vegetable oil?
I'm sure we can find some more.
Not willing to part with it, I see.
Mine.
It says veggie oil, but isn't it like several different types of oil?
True. I never clarified what kind of cooking oil I have.
Also, I mean, like for our shopping list, veggie oil, like, is it derived from grains or from plants or from particular types of unknown exotic species that he needed?
True.
We forgot to clarify this.
Oh, he's getting what we find.
I said
Pretty
vegetable
much.
oil, cooking
Yep.
oil.
He was the one who gave us generic, so he's gonna have to suck it up and deal with it.
Indeed, perfect. Let's go.
Exactly. If you want specifics, you have to specify specifics on the shopping list.
All right, Marco, since you were here last time, I guess lead the way. Where do you, was there a shop that might have mineral powder? Oh,
I would imagine the mineral powder and the tempered steel we're probably gonna get at a blacksmith.
Okay, so DM question.
Yes.
Does Jane know his way around this market, seeing as he's been here before? Probably a few times for Skitter.
Only certain levels.
Okay, what levels are those?
That would be
Yeah, district.
9, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 25. Oh, and 28, and 29.
And now I gotta go get pen and paper because I don't know where mine went. It disappeared.
Well, I might have been here last time, but I don't really know my way around down there. It's massive. You're just gonna have to kind of ask about.
how do
Yeah,
we get
it's-
in?
There's an elevator roughly over there, and I point in the general direction that I remember.
Okay, so you remember like the general direction. It's a giant building in the center of this upper market. You're on the very top, like ground level.
All right, so we head towards the place that takes us to the shops. Big building, I suppose. Elevator.
I will leave the shopping up to you guys. I will go get the elephant in the cart.
Oh dear. So me and Jane then.
Yes, I'll go with you.
You've been here before. Any specific level?
Right.
Can we ask someone where to go?
The elevator guys should know some of it.
All right, well, let's saunter over to them and see what we can do. This over.
And Holland, you said 9, 15 through 19, and 25, correct?
All right, so
Over
let me look.
Marco's shoulder. Don't forget to get receipts.
Right, right.
Definitely.
All right, so you were at 9, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 28, and 29. And
Okay.
30, of course, because that's where all the stuff is. The portals. The elevator leaves you, basically.
Okay. So, and that's So 9 is at the bottom and 30 is at the top, correct?
Nope, 30's on the bottom.
Okay, so 30 is ground floor.
Yep.
Underground floor, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of did this. Yeah.
Guess who gets to describe every level?
Me.
So we approach the guard who's there, who operates the thing, and hello.
So you guys wait in line, kind of like waiting in line at a music park. Got the lines and the ropes, kind of like people just waiting in line, and you see people going somewhere and they drop, and then another one pops up next to it, and people go on that one, and then that one goes down, and the other one comes back up.
So what you're saying is that Caden just cut the line, went straight to that, went, hello!
Yes.
Pretty much. I mean, I wasn't told there was a line. I've never been here before. Hello. Good to see you, sir. Any idea which levels we might need to go to get mineral powder and vegetable oil?
Sir, I just worked the elevator here.
Wonderful. Back in line we go.
Well, we can start at number 9. Or we can start at number 1 and just work our way to the bottom. There's 30 floors.
So
Take a
you
while.
guys finally go up onto the platform, and you guys are, I guess that you all are going,
It was just me and Jane, I believe.
or just you and Jane? All right. What is Marco and Grumble doing?
Grimbo's just standing exactly where the group was before they made decisions to start walking off in every single direction without him.
You said you were
So
staying there.
So,
he's just standing there.
so Grimbolt, what do you say we go on an elephant hunt?
As well.
And I'm gonna go look for the closest person and figure out where the stables are.
They have a map here. To
Make
a
it-
guide.
Okay, so are you Grimbolt going with them, or?
I may as well go with them.
Okay.
I'm just walking up to the first person I find.
All right. So you just walk up to a random person.
Hey, you know where we can buy an animal? Specifically an elephant. I have no idea what kind of person I'm talking to, but
So you are talking to a very grouchy goblin. with,
oh yeah.
with like completely bald, got the gray going with his eyebrows and very raggedy clothes
So,
with an
Ninwa,
apron.
Oh,
You just attack someone who's not even here.
he did.
well,
Okay.
you know how short they are.
Anyway. See, and he's like, "What do you want?" I don't know nothing.
Are you sure about that? And I hold out 2 silver coins. I don't give them to him yet. Simple question. Where's the place where I can buy animals?
Down below.
Son of a... Do they have elephants?
I assume so.
Grr. All right, I hand him the 2 coins. Well, Grimble, it looks like we're heading below.
Do we have to?
I mean, technically you could stay up here if you wanted, but
Wonderful.
so I take it you're staying.
Yes. I do not go underground. As much as I could possibly help it.
Understandable. Well, I'm gonna go line up. I'm gonna head to the tower that I remember where it's at and get in line.
Okay. So we'll go back to Jane and Galen. So you guys go onto the platform. Finally, it's your turn. and you get lowered, and it's about a 30 feet drop of nothing but darkness until it finally, when it reaches to the very bottom of that 30 feet, you see a whole bunch of lights, like torchlight around, and you can see when just slowly going down this elevator, there is the first level, second level, third level. You keep going down, there's like people. It's a hustle and bustle market. If you've ever been to like a flea market on a Saturday morning, it's crazy. You can see there's like people surrounded by little of these shops in the walls, dark alleys sort of kind of like bend around that you can't see past within the first 10 feet. You keep going and going and going, and you finally reach the very bottom, which is level 30. And the platform stops. Everyone who was on the platform with you gets off.
Let's get off before it goes back up.
Indeed. Is there any kind of map or anything that explains where things are here at all?
Shop directory.
DM?
There is not.
Wonderful. I suppose we go up to... What do we see in front of us?
So there's a bunch of like door archways with some kind of like some like bead streamers coming down on each one, and there's these numbers on top.
What are the numbers?
1 through 30. 1 through 29.
So this is the elevator. We go through one of these and it takes us to another one of these floors. Then. What do you think, Jane? You've been here before. How does this work?
Yes, they take you between floors. Aren't they numbered? Like above them?
Yeah.
The little archways?
Yeah, they're numbered.
Nice.
So, and what shops are on the bottom floor?
There is nothing on the bottom floor. It's just literally, it's just those archways that go all the way down.
Was there anyone in here with us that we could ask where to go for this thing? Busy marketplace. Is anyone else going to the elevator trying to go through?
Colin, this is a question to you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was talking to you. So to ask around, you're looking around and you notice that these are a lot of criminals. A lot of people.
How do we know they're criminals?
They're in a black market. I'm pretty
You
sure
are in a
basic assumption
So
that
are we.
everyone is a criminal.
And you see that like the way they're dressed and their armor is not a typical Nation type. They're very cloaked, very kind of get out of my way situation. A lot of them, you'll notice that like they won't speak to anyone except for the people they're with. You'll see like, 1 or 2 people walking with each other and then talking only to each other.
Right, well, I suppose... Unless you...
I have the...
Go ahead, Jane.
I was gonna say, I suppose we're gonna have to go floor by floor till we find what we need. It's gonna take some time, though.
And none of the floors you've been to you can think of might have this stuff.
I don't know. Someone doesn't answer me on what's on what floors that I know.
Okay, so I said 9, so that's recruitment. 15 is job board, 16 is offices, 17 is transportation, 18 is recruitment, 19 is historical items, 25 is artifact items, and 28 is recruitment, and 29 is offices. And 30 is elevator level with portals, which is the current one you're on.
So I will relay all of that to to Galen. It was like, I believe 19 was historical artifacts and 25 was just regular artifacts. I remember a lot of offices and recruitment.
It's not going to help us very much. Well, possibly floor 1, maybe, I suppose? The first one? Let's go to that one, I guess.
Start at the top and work our way down, or start at the bottom and work our way up?
Well, they're probably going to keep things that sell a lot, maybe, towards the top, because it'd be quicker?
Order, yeah. Okay, sounds like a plan to me.
Right, so let's go there. Whatever number was at the top. Is it 1 that's at the top?
Yep, one's
Right,
on the very top.
Let's go to top, because that might be, fast reload, daily reload type things. Might be a lot easier to do that, so let's go there.
Well, we walk into portal numbered 1.
Okay. And by this time, Marco would have gotten on the elevator by now.
Okay.
And you get lowered in. Do you look over at the edge at all?
Over the edge?
Yeah, of the platform.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So by the time you get down there, you land on the ground, on the floor. I don't think Marco's been in here before.
I mean, I've been down the elevator before, unless it stopped at a different floor.
Nope, it stops at the same floor, number 30.
I mean, I've been down in this pit before.
Okay, that works.
It's where I got my frying pan, remember?
That is right, which you got repaired, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, so you also get off that. So as soon as you, Yellen and Jane go through that portal, Marco shows up onto the level. And then what is Grimbolt doing during this entire thing besides just standing there?
T-posing. No, he's just looking around for other minotaurs, actually.
Other...
Just wandering the top market.
Okay. Up top, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing too special.
Okay. All right. So you guys are starting at level 1, I believe.
Indeed.
So you go through the little archway and you reach looks like a blank wall and you keep walking because Jane just knows to keep walking and it eventually leads into a portal and he disappears in front of Galen's eyes.
Jane disappears.
Yep.
Do I follow him, I suppose?
Okay. Yep. So you followed, and you also, and then you get teleported up to level 1, and you guys come out of an archway, and you see the slight hustle and bustle in this level. It's not as busy as some of the others that you've seen. So which way are you going? Left or right?
Let's go eeny, meeny, miny, right. Let's go to the right.
Right. Okay.
I'll just follow Galen.
Okay. So
What do we
going to
see
the
at the
right.
shops? Yes.
So a lot of these shops are just like general store supplies that you can
Wonderful.
find, like different kinds of ropes, different kinds of, like adventuring gear.
I'm going to keep an eye out for shops that sell items on the list.
Indeed, I am also looking as well to see if anything matches the description of like cooking goods or anything with mineral powder, any kind of powders or anything. Said it's a general
We might
store.
be able to find that. I was just thinking, with mineral powders, we might be able to since powdered, we might find them in a magic shop, maybe used for certain spells as components.
Possibly. I mean, I do use some like this little rock here. Use that for components, so possibly. So, I guess we approach. You said there was one that looked like a general store. They had a whole bunch of stuff out,
Yep.
like ropes and everything. Approach that one.
Yeah, a lot. You'll notice that a lot of these shops up here are just general stores that you would find around that you've been through.
All right, just approach the one that has like rope and stuff out in front of it.
Okay. All right, and you approach, and it's a little. The store is like in the wall, and then you can walk slightly around a table, and there's a counter, and a lot of it is just on tables or behind, in a case, just for displaying purposes and stuff. Hanging, like you find lanterns just hanging from the ceiling. Ropes are just kind of like hung on a nail.
Hello, who's the owner of this shop?
And you see a little reptilian creature come out and says, that's me.
Nice to see you. I'm looking for several things, and it looked like you have a rather eclectic collection of things here. Do you happen to have any mineral powder?
Mineral powder?
Mineral powder, indeed.
What do you want with mineral powder?
It's what's on the list that was given. That's what it would be for, the list.
I don't have any mineral powder. This is a general store shop.
All right. Well, do you have any idea? There's many more things on this list that might be here. But did you know where I might be able to? Which shop might have mineral powder?
Well, depends what you're going to be using it for.
That's
but
fair.
I imagine that maybe someone who sells metals or magic
Right. Wonderful.
or a potion maker may have that too.
Oh, very neat. What about, let's see, vegetable oil?
Well, that's at the food markets.
Right. Okay, let's see. So I don't know about
What floor are the food markets on?
Next one down.
Two.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Now, there's a couple more things on this list too. I don't know where exactly to locate these things. I would love for them to be in your shop so we can give you some patronage here. Do you have any darkwood leaves?
Dogwood leaves? What kind of list do you have?
That's quite an extensive one, apparently.
Dogwood leaves are made for potions, I believe. So you would get that at the potions.
And what floor would that be? Do you know?
That'll be 12.
All right, so same thing. They said food was on 2 as well. I mean, alchemy was on 2. Potions? No, wait, potions is 12.
No. 2 is vegetable market.
Is veggie market.
2 is food, 12 is potions.
And I imagine giant's blood is going to be potions as well. 12.
I would believe so.
All right. Oh dear. Let's see. All right, there's one thing on this list as well that might be a little bit difficult to find. Dragon's teeth.
Oh. It's a hard one. Depends who you want to talk to.
Anyone that'll give us a good deal, really.
Well, let's see here. You can look at an armorer. They might be able to have some, or weapons. They could use it. Sometimes it's used in potions. There is a level for skins if you want to try it there. There's normally a lot of hunters there.
What level is that?
That'd be 7.
All right. Now, along with those dragon teeth and whatnot, we do need quite a large order of tempered steel. I imagine that might be on the same level as the armorers, then, right?
You're looking for raw material or smelted or
tempered steel, 50 bars.
no,
Yeah,
bars,
that would be
but-
smelted.
Yeah, so
Smelted.
you either want to talk to a blacksmith or do you want to talk to a resource vendor?
Are those
Ooh,
located on the
resource
same?
vendors?
Yeah, are those located on the same level though?
Well, they're really close. Blacksmith is 5, and metals, stone, and wood is on 6.
Right, wonderful. Now, I don't mean to just get all this information and not purchase something here as well, because you've been extremely helpful. Do you have anything in particular that stands out among your wares?
Well, it depends what you need.
Well,
It's just general supplies. Do you
Right.
need anything for venturing?
that's a good question. We're getting low on here. I believe I use some of my the potions. We've already used those. That's probably gonna be a
Seems you
potion-
do a lot of shopping. Do you want a merchant scale for weighing out your money?
Oh dear! How much might that cost?
That is 5 gold.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's trying to, if that's the actual price of what it was supposed to cost?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's see. Insight check. If I can find this. Is it? What would I use for that? Or insight. Okay.
It's insight.
There we go. I rolled
He's telling the truth.
a
It's like a
21.
really good. It's like a normal price deal for
normal price deal.
merchant scale. Yeah.
Right. Well, let's see. Sure, that sounds good, and I'll give you 6 gold. A gold tip for the information you gave me.
Oh, thank you. He kind of like just puts gives you like it's a small crate,
All right.
crate, and he just hands it off to you, takes his like gold from you.
Greatly
Do
appreciated.
you have a dark oiled cloak?
Dark oil and cloak. Are you just like talking a normal cloak?
Yes, but one oiled to keep the rain out.
I'm not. Well, I just have regular clothes. I got some common clothes, some fine clothes. So if you want to look fancy or just a commoner, that's all I got.
I'm looking for something waterproof.
Nah, it's not my department.
Thank you anyways. Unless, of course, you could direct me to someone who can provide that.
Let's see, because we're just general stores here. I would probably go to armor or skins, or actually, if you want someone to make it, I would go to either skins or fabric. They might be able to find something for you that's like that, and then you can probably take it to a armorer, and they can just sew it for you.
And what floor would the skins and fabric and the armor be on?
The skins is 7, fabric is 8, armor is 10.
Thank you so much, and I'll flip him a gold coin.
Oh, he kind of like catches it. He's like, "Oh, thank you."
So I suppose our business here is done. Let's again thank you so much for your patronage. I guess we head out and we start heading. What do you think, sir? Jane, should we head to floor 12? Maybe looks like the where we can get the most things, I believe. Or floor 2,
I
because that's the
think
one
you-
right next to each other.
Well, let's just go down to floor 2 and get the vegetable oil, because we can just carry that in our backpack real quick.
Right. Sounds good. How heavy is this crate that I'm carrying, by the way? 3 pounds?
Let's see.
3. Yeah, the merchant scales are 3 pounds. That can just fit in
So
my
it's like,
satchel.
it's maybe like 4 pounds because it's in a crate.
Okay. Gotcha. Just I guess I have it in a bag, hanging over my back. Kind of thing.
Okay.
Just like, it's there.
Just going shopping.
Yeah. Toss some stuff in there.
All right, we'll go to Marco since he's been waiting for a little bit. So Marco is already arrived at the bottom, and where's he heading to?
What's the closest portal to me?
Closest portal to you would be 13.
Alright, I'm just gonna head for 13.
Okay.
Not really thinking about it much, just head for the closest portal.
Okay. So going through 13. And you get pushed up onto 13. There's some interesting folks here. It's a lot of robed creatures. A couple slightly armored, like in leather, but
Do I see anybody that looks like a guard? Anybody that looks like they actually belong here?
that would be a no.
I'm gonna turn around and go back in and go to the next closest portal.
Closest portal would be the one that you just went out of.
Other than that,
Other one. So you're going to the next one, left or right?
just go to the left.
All right. So you go into that one. You notice you're just slightly more down.
I'm on 14 now.
You're on 14.
Okay, what do I see upon entering this one?
You see some very familiar things that you use on a daily, and they are shields.
Okay. Do I see any merchants around?
Yeah, you see a couple. You see them like hammering away on certain shields, stuff like that.
I'm gonna walk up to the first merchant I find and ask him, so do you know where I can purchase an elephant and a cart?
Well, and he keeps on hammering, so you hear like ting ting while he's talking to you. No eye contact whatsoever. He says, "Elephant. Let's see here. It depends how much you want to pay, but I'll try 17."
Alright, thank you. And as I turn around, I'll leave like 5 silver on the desk or the counter or whatever's there.
Okay.
Not really paying him much mind, just heading right back for the portal and going back through to look for 17.
Okay. So you go down and go through the portal, and you find another one that has the number 17 above it.
Alright. What do I see upon going through this one?
Okay, this is a very
I feel like I'm
interesting
playing Russian
one.
roulette here.
You notice that this floor is a lot taller than the other floors.
Alright.
And you notice that there are some interesting contraptions here. Like there's a trebuchet, and there's catapults and some siege towers that are just kind of put on display. There are no official merchant stalls like the other ones do. It's more like it's a table set in front of a model of a type of machinery, or like a siege tower, or catapult or something like that. Kind of like if you ever gone to like a fair and they have an example like of something. And so like more and more you keep looking around, you find like there's someone who has like little cages on their table, and some have carts, different kinds of carts. Some are just a normal cart with a canvas on top. Some of them are just all wooden that have a round. Some of them are just boxes. Some of them are just metal carts, completely out of metal. So it's a very interesting port.
Any merchant-like people around?
Yep, they're all the way around.
I'm just gonna go to the closest one.
Okay.
Or do I see any elephants? Let me put it that way.
Do you know what an elephant looks like?
You want me to do a history check?
Yeah, do a history check.
I honestly don't know if
Has Marco actually seen an elephant?
Probably not.
He has, apparently. Okay. So you know what an
Probably
elephant
just
looks
in
like?
passing.
He read it in a book once.
Yeah, read it in a book somewhere.
Probably. I have a rough idea.
So you look around and you notice that there's like a horse vendor and there's a donkey vendor, and then like you see there's a couple that have like these small cages on their table or like behind them.
Okay, I don't see any actual elephants though.
Not the size you're normally used to.
How big are we talking? I'm not really used to anything.
Okay, so seeing an elephant, you know it's huge.
Okay, and these are smaller or bigger than normal?
These are very small. They're like the size of a pseudo dragon.
Oh.
Wait, what? So we're talking like 2 feet tall.
Yeah. Not even. Like, it's the pseudo dragon's actually really small.
Okay.
I want to ask so many questions of like, there's so many things spinning through my head and I can't say a thing.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the first vendor I find then.
With the tiny elephants?
At this point, with yeah, we'll go to the first one with one of the tiny elephants nearby.
So you walk up to a centaur who's behind it. He says, "How can I help you?"
So, I'm looking for one of those, only about 50 times bigger.
Well, you can purchase
That's
that one.
the elephant. But I needed to pull a cart. And I
We'll
don't
pull a
think
cart.
it's like 2 feet tall.
It will work.
How much weight can one of these pull?
Oh, I don't know. A couple of thousand, I guess.
Wait. All right, so this is a DM question. How big are we actually talking here? Because I'm starting to get confused.
This are very small elephants.
This elephant is probably the size of.
Are we talking like a horse in size, or are we talking like a dog?
We're talking about.
Probably about the size of a cat.
Pseudo dragons are very small.
I know. I was not expecting 2,000 pounds to be the answer. When this thing probably weighs like 20.
It is half the size of an elephant.
That's like a cat. Or not a cat. That's like a
like a
small horse. It's like a donkey.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. So we're talking about the size of like an average donkey. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is much bigger than a pseudo dragon, unless we're talking like a full grown.
Oh no.
Okay. That makes much more sense. Okay, because the way you were describing before, I'm thinking like I can pick it up in one hand.
Yeah, this was like a pocket elephant. Boy,
This
elephant.
makes a lot more sense. Okay, so how much for one of those? If we're getting right to the point.
You want to go right for the point, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, 300 gold.
All right. Marco's gonna scratch his chin, trying to pretend to be smart. What do I? Would there be a discount involved if I bought a cart with it?
No.
Okay. How much for a cart
A cart.
that one can pull?
Oh, what size of cart you looking for?
Nothing like super big or anything. It's got to pull probably, I'd say the heaviest item would be about 50 steel bars. So, I don't know, it's kind of a medium cart. Doesn't need to be anything fancy.
Medium cart. Do like 30 gold for the cart.
All right. Roughly how big are we talking for that, so we kind of have an understanding?
That's just a normal cart.
Okay. How much? Let's see. So we talking like this cart's gonna be like the size of a car?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how much weight can one of these carts hold?
About 400 pounds.
What about the next size up?
That'd be a carriage
Yeah. How much can a
or a
carriage
sled.
hold?
Actually, that's a sled. Sled is 300 pounds. Well, actually, that's 600.
Okay. What about a carriage?
Carriage is 1,200 pounds.
How much cost are we looking at?
A carriage, let's see. It's not like 300 gold.
So, what does this elephant look like?
He's gray. He's got the normal wrinkles. He's got the ears are flapping slightly. Typical grayish white. Like the toes of a elephant. Slightly. He seems to be very clean for an elephant, though.
Okay. So, looking at question for the DM, but just to remember if I clarify this correctly. The reason we were buying the elephant is because we needed a way to transport the metal back, and the only reason he was reimbursing us is we didn't need a cart, right? So we were picking up something that he could use. Ghoul shot. If I remember right.
You guys are using the cart to just transport the stuff.
Yep. So he was gonna buy it off of us once we get it there, correct? Not that it was actually part of the list.
Yep.
Okay. So, scratching my chin, I'm gonna look around for anything around that same size. The elephant I'm talking about. Anything a little more exotic. Just kind of looking around.
More exotic. There's a camel.
Watch out, they spit.
Anything else around?
There is a massive. Like how much area are you looking around?
I'm kind of looking around, like starting nearby and then looking further if I don't see anything. Kind of looking for something maybe more along the lines of like, maybe not this extreme, but like a tiger.
A tiger to pull a cart.
Yeah. Marco's curiosity is getting the best of him.
Looking around, you know.
So when I said something exotic, I meant something unusual.
Very unusual.
Doesn't necessarily have to be like violent.
There is a raptor.
How far away is that one?
It's a little farther down.
Okay. So I'll be right back, sir. I'm gonna take a quick look around, see what else I see, but I'll probably be back for this one. So I'm gonna walk away and head down to where the raptor is and talk to that merchant.
Okay.
Hey there, I got a question about that, and I'm gonna point right at the raptor.
Well, it's a raptor. You use it to ride on it.
So can it pull a carriage?
I suppose it could if you add a couple of them together.
How much could like 2 of them pull?
Oh, they're about the same as, I don't know, a pony.
So I'm gonna kind of gesture to myself. I'm a pretty big guy, so I need to know that they're gonna be able to pull a fair load.
A pony pulls about 225.
And that's each, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're a little scrawny. Because that would be like 3 of them just to pull me. All right. So I'm going to start heading back towards the elephant. And do I see anything else that's kind of around the elephant's weight class?
The elephant's weight class? I have to figure out what the elephant weight class is. Okay.
The weight class, but I mean more like it's like size and like general build.
There's like a giant elk. There's a walrus. There's a walrus.
Yeah, no. That's more of a water thing.
How hard are you looking?
Hard enough that I might need a perception check. I'm looking pretty hard.
Okay, perception check.
My curiosity is like burning. Ooh, 23.
Okay, down the way you definitely see a mammoth.
Oh. So are we talking like a full-size mammoth or like a miniature, like the other elephant?
A miniature.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look.
Okay. So you go over and it's a vendor and he's got some like interesting things. He's got like behind him in a very large cage is a half-sized brontosaurus and a triceratops.
Oh my.
He's got the mammoth off to the side
The
there.
weird one. So, looking at the mammoth, I'm gonna kind of. How far away is the vendor from the mammoth?
Wait, the one you're talking to?
No. Like the vendor for the mammoth, the one that sells it.
He's just kind of tending to the Bronto. This is kind of like
All
his
right.
backyard.
So walking up to the mammoth, hey, I got some questions over here.
He kind of turns around and he was like, just walks over.
So how strong is one of these guys?
Pretty strong. Why?
So are we talking like, do we expect him to be able to pull like, I don't know, 1,500, 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, he could easily do that.
Okay. How much for one of these?
Probably out of your budget.
Probably, but still.
Oh, let's see here. 1,000 gold.
Okay. How much for a carriage to go with it?
Well, if you're buying a mammoth, what kind of carriage you looking for? Just a regular carriage?
It's kind of a standard carriage.
All right, that'll be 200 gold.
All right, I tell you what, you got a deal.
1,200 gold. All right.
So if we're doing shopping for like tempered steel bars, where would be a good place to park the carriage and Mammoth to create the shortest distance? Because I imagine I can't take it to other floors.
Lucky for you, this floor has a separate portal to the top.
Okay.
Yeah, you walk all the way down. And
So is it best to keep them on the ground floor on the surface and bring the goods to the cart?
With a lot of bars,
Because the metal is going to be heavy.
unless you carry them one by one up to your cart. I recommend finding someone to lift it up for you, like crane.
All right. Okay, so that kind of service is offered on the general floor that you'd buy that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one of the office floors. You just find someone.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So what do you say we get this squared away?
All right, and he kind of just he points. He kind of like brings up a few mammoths for you to pick from.
So what are we looking at?
One is like slightly grayish, brownish. One's more brown, and one's like a darker brown.
I'm gonna go for the dark brown.
Dark brown one. All right. And so he kind of like pushed it, like has it in a cage and just wheels it over to you. And then he grabs a piece of paper and hands it to you. He says, "This is your cart slip. Don't lose it."
All right. Tuck that away in my backpack or in the pocket of my robe.
Where are you located up top?
We came in on foot, so we don't have a location just yet.
All right. There's a stall up by the elevators. You just hand them this slip and they'll deliver the carriage to you.
All right.
For the mammoth, you could probably just take this up on the elevator yourself.
All right. Do I just grab him by the reins?
Well, he's in a cage right now on wheels, but if you want to let him go, you can.
He isn't going to cause any problems. He's domesticated for pulling carts already.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to go ahead and unlock the cage and I'll just grab him by the reins. I'm a pretty big guy, so it shouldn't be an issue.
All right, he just unlocks the cage.
All right. I'll grab the reins and, well, before I do that, I'll hand him the money.
Yep. He takes the money gladly. And he's like, this is something you need. And he hands you a potion.
Okay. What's this?
When you
swirl it around.
get outside, give it to the mammoth.
Uh-oh. All right.
It seems like you're new here.
I'm pretty new to this. It's been a while since I've been here.
You're not a typical scum of the earth I have to deal with.
Yeah. I'm not exactly on the good side of things, but I'm also not exactly a dirt morals type either.
Battery low.
I prefer to stay around the middle. Keeps my options open.
Oh,
Marco
okay.
kind of makes kind of a half-assed attempt at being macho.
Do a performance check.
Oh no. This is not gonna end well. 7.
You attempt to be like, and just you get all awkward trying to stand there trying to be macho. And he's like, I got a newbie here.
All right, you know what? I paid my money. I'm gonna go. And I grab
right.
the reins and I start walking.
Okay.
My cheek's a little flushed.
Okay. With that, we will go back to Jane, and actually, we're going to go to Grimbolt because he hasn't done things yet. Wow. Okay. Where's Grimbolt?
T-pose.
Grimbolt's a T-pose looking for a Minotaur.
You know, probably not very good.
I didn't expect that to trigger a roll noise.
So, you are looking for a Minotaur, and you do find one.
I would say it's not exactly looking for, just kind of like keeping an eye out for them as I walk around, see if I can find a place to just sit down and enjoy a drink or something.
Okay. So just a drink. You find a couple places are just like, it's literally just a table with another like little bar that has their own drinks, and people are just sitting at the table, just having drinks.
And that's a nice quiet one. It's a nice place for just me to sit down and just watch as the world carries on in its place.
Okay. So you're just people watching, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And keeping an ear out on conversations. See if anything interesting comes up.
Okay. Make a perception check then.
Perception. Okay.
Alright, so listening around, you definitely hear people at the table that you're at near the end, and you hear them talking about what kind of money business is going to be going on after the war, and what kind of trade they go into. One person is in the trade of different tree growing, and the other one is in herbs.
Are able to pick up anything more about the war? Like they're discussing about the war and what they're doing afterwards, but they didn't mention exactly any particular names or famous faces or where they're going or anything like that.
They're basically they're talking about where, like, after the war has completed, what their goals are after. They're mostly just trying to figure out how they're going to benefit after the war. They've been talking about how with the war they've made lots of money from the Dwarven side.
That's it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
they're just kind of like comparing checkbooks, stuff like that.
Fair enough. Well, just sit there and just people watch.
Okay, there's people watching. You see the scum of the earth basically walk by. All right. Just watching. Okay. I guess that is my cue to go to Galen and Jane on their quest for a list.
On our quest for vegetable oil on floor 2.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say you reach floor 2.
Wonderful.
You see a bunch of stands with, you know, a whole bunch of vegetables, grown vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, exotic, normally grown here kind of thing.
Looking for one that has processed vegetables, like already cut or maybe ground, that sort of thing.
Make a perception check.
$16.
16. So you look around, like something catch your eye that's off in this area is that you find a part on this level that there's a couple shops that have no vegetables, but kind of like jars and tiny vials.
Ah, perfect. I will head to that stall.
Right, following in tow.
I take it we get there. Is there someone behind the counter?
Of course.
Hello, good afternoon, or morning, or... it's so hard to tell down here.
Yeah, I'm sure there is, but how can I help you?
I require some vegetable oil, and this looks like the place that can help me.
Vegetable oil? What?
Maybe corn or canola, maybe, some sunflower oil, and any of those will do.
Oh, so you just any old oil, I guess?
Specifically cooking oil. Is it something used for cooking?
Yes.
Well, what kind, what kind of vegetable are you looking for?
Look, Gallon looks over at
Let's
Jane.
go with corn oil.
Corn oil, all right. Do you want white corn, yellow corn?
Let's go with yellow.
Yellow
Say, Jane,
corn.
it's usually yellow, isn't it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Wonderful. Good. Keep on. Good job.
With yellow corn it is.
I pull out the slip of paper real quick and check down and, look at it and see how much we need. Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
20 ounces, I believe is what it was.
20 ounces. Okay. That will run you 5 silver pieces.
5 silver. Excellent. Can I get a receipt with that?
Sure. Kind of like tears off a piece of paper and...
I didn't hear Marco getting a receipt.
I didn't either, but, that's, that's
He wasn't
metagaming.
looking for a receipt.
Oh, good.
writes off, vegetable corn oil, yeah, yellow, 5 silver pieces.
Excellent. I'll turn over the 5 silver and get the receipt and I suppose a sealed jar of oil.
Yep.
Excellent. Now I'll just stuff that in my backpack.
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful. So,
Anything else for you?
I think that's it.
I can't think of anything. I
Okay.
mean, unless you've got something. What about like ogre's blood? You don't carry anything like that, do you?
No, I'm a blood person.
Dragon's teeth?
Nah.
Yeah, see? That's fine. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Let's see.
All right. So,
I would like to actually purchase something for you. Do you have now any particular kind of rations or something that could, dried meats or things that might last for several days?
Dried meats. Let's see. And he kind of he's like, what kind of meat you looking for?
I don't know. What's from around this area? Maybe like some elk. I'm looking for something a bit different to what I have, which is, just like deer or cow or something like that. Anything other than that?
Nah, I just have generic.
Well, that's fine. Can I get a stack of, maybe like 10 rations?
I can give you 10 pieces of jerky. Sure.
All right. What does that run me?
Let's see. 10 pieces of jerky. Oh, we'll call it 30 copper.
All right. That works for me. There you go, good sir.
All right. Just takes 30 copper and gives you the 10 pieces of jerky.
You greatly appreciated. Good to stay fed on these long travels, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You always need a little bit different every now and then. Know what we mean?
Right.
All right, so off to the next floor, I suppose.
I suppose so.
What do you think? What one should we hit next? And I say this as we like slowly turn and start walking away from the stall.
You know what? I also, in 30 copper, I give the guy a silver. Altogether.
All together it's silver?
Yeah, I give him a silver, because that's more than a copper, right? Yes.
Nope.
Yeah.
10
One
copper.
silver is 10 copper.
Yep. And there's 30 coppers. The bill was 30 coppers, so.
What? Wait, 1 silver is 10 copper?
Yeah.
Yes.
They go up in increments of 10.
Oh. All right. Let's see.
So give him 3 silver.
Yeah, 3 silver. I'll do that. Yay. 3. That'll be easier to do. Wonderful. Done.
All right. So I believe Jane was looking on the list.
Yes, Jane is looking at the list because I don't remember it.
Okay, you guys.
Should probably go to
Have
floor
vegetable
12
oil.
next. Alchemy, potions, all that mess. I mean, there's also floor 5s and 6 for possible blacksmith and resources. But we can get the most amount 12. Should probably try to acquire the. I'm not sure we should get the tempered bar steel bars until we talk with Marco and see if he actually procured a mount of some sort, something to pull it. Right. Jane? You can hear me, right?
Can none of you hear me at all?
No, I can hear.
Oh,
Caden's the one that can't hear us.
Oh dear.
Excellent.
how about now?
One second.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, everybody got quiet. I was like, nobody
Oh
stopped.
yeah, we can hear you the whole time.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I was carrying on a conversation with you. Apparently, though, you could not hear any of my responses.
I couldn't hear anything. So,
But
You
two managed to
paused
car-
everything? Yeah.
I couldn't even
Yeah.
tell that you couldn't hear him.
I couldn't hear a
Yeah.
word.
It was a
You
perfect
paused at all the
conversation.
right. Yes, we are headed to floor 12 to get what we can carry until we can meet up with Marco and see if he got the cart.
Wonderful, wonderful. On the same page.
I like how they say Marco, but to the best of their knowledge, is Marco and Grimbolt.
Grimbolt said he was staying.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
that
true,
out
true,
loud.
true. Never mind. I forgot about that.
All right, I suppose we head out back to the elevator to go to floor 12.
Indeed.
All right, floor 12 for potions. Okay. So you finally go to floor 12 for potions. You see, a whole bunch of stores.
What's the most
right.
decorated one? The one that looks the craziest? The nicest on the outside?
To the
That
store
would be
first.
one, be like, kind of like very decorated, like a gypsy.
Gypsy, right? And it's the nicest absolute one that looks like it's here.
That's the most nice out of all of them looking.
All right, let's go to the one that's opposite of that.
Okay. So
You want to go to the dingiest
Exactly.
one?
Exactly.
the dingiest one. All right. There is one that's like really like barely any light.
Wonderful.
Very dirty.
You just want to get us mugged, don't you?
No. Sometimes you can find the most interesting things at shops like this.
Oh, I agree, but when you're dressed the part.
Not fair. All right, you're no
Oh,
fun.
well.
We'll go to the nice one. Let's go.
All right. So you head to the nice one. It's like nicely like decorated. It's got like the flowy curtains off to the side, like kind of like bunched up and hang off to the side. You have the purples and the pinks and like all the different like pastel colors kind of like mixed in there. Streamers kind of like coming down.
And the proprietor?
She looks like a typical gypsy young woman. Human. Got like the really big hoop earrings, because a piece of cloth that wraps around her head, with her hair bunched up in a ponytail.
Excellent. So, excuse me, miss.
Ah, yes.
We require some apothecarial wares. And this seems to be the shop for such things.
Ah, I guess it is, because it's the best shop.
Indeed. We do require some rather exotic things, though, and hopefully you'll have them available.
No, I'm sure I do. What are you looking for?
Okay, and I remember, what was it, ogre's blood?
No.
Look at the list again.
3 vials of giant's blood potions.
Ah,
Yeah. 3 vials of giant's blood.
Giant's
Yes,
blood, you say?
Indeed. 3 vials of it. We're also looking for 2 pounds of mineral powder, 1 bundle of darkwood leaves, and possibly 10 dragon's teeth if you have those as well.
Oh, for the ogre's blood, let's see. Let's take a look
Giant's
here.
blood specifically.
Giant. Well, an ogre is technically a type of giant.
Well, that's good work. If it categorizes as giant, it has on my list giant's blood. So that works. You're the expert.
Well, okay. Well, let's see here. We got sleep on giant's blood. Oh, are you looking for a hill giant, frost giant, fire giant, cloud storm? Which one are you looking for?
Which one do you have 3 of?
I got a couple of these.
let's say we go with hill giants.
Hill giant. That'll be 200 gold each.
All right. What about the prices of the other ones?
Frost would be that would be like 400 each. Fire would be 750 each. Cloud is 1,000 each, and Storm is 1,500 each.
Oh yes, hill giant is a very good one. Let's do that one.
Oh, okay, Hill. Okay,
Add that to the list. Yeah.
$200 each. So you need 3 vials.
Right. Do you have any other
Dollars.
things as well? 200 gold, right?
So it's 200 gold per vial.
Right.
Yeah, so it'd be 600 gold in total.
All right. And what else? Did you have anything else that was on that list as well?
What else are you looking for?
2 pounds of mineral powder.
Mineral powder. That's an easy one. So a pound. We're gonna go with. You said 2 pounds.
2 pounds total.
So that would be 4 gold in total.
4 gold.
Yeah, just 4 gold.
All right. We can add that to our list. We're also looking for 1 bundle of darkwood leaves.
Darkwood leaves. Let's
Darkwood
see.
leaves.
What color are you looking for?
What do they? Does it matter?
Well, they're in a brown, they're in a gray, and they're in a red.
Probably just. What's the most generic one?
Brown.
Let's go for that one then.
Okay. And how much did you need?
1 bundle.
Bundle. Okay. Okay. That will be 20 gold pieces.
Right. Then we also need 10 dragon teeth.
Dragon teeth I do not have currently. They are pretty rare to get.
All right.
Do you know where we might be able to procure them?
Besides from
Oh.
a dragon, of course.
Well, of course there's a dragon, but I would see if the hunters maybe have found some.
Okay, that's follows along with what I was thinking.
The hunters or the skins. Sometimes when people bring in skins, they just leave the head on.
Right.
So, I'm gonna whisper to Galen. Can we afford all this already?
Oh yes.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get paid back, so.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be fine. It looks like the total is going to be 624. So we're buying multiple things from the shop, and I mean the patronage has been so great. Is there a possible discount involved?
Nope.
There isn't. Not at all.
No.
None whatsoever.
Nope.
That's fine. We're getting paid back for it anyway. So 624 gold.
And we need a receipt with that.
Exactly.
On a receipt, all right. And she kind of like writes it down. But it's 600 gold pieces.
Okay.
Giant's blood for 3, and then she puts like 2 pounds of mineral powder for 4 gold, and then 20 gold pieces for a bundle of darkwood leaves. And then she totals it out to 624.
Right. And you
And
go.
then she writes paid on the slip.
All right. Is there a name of this shop?
You don't need a name.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, I just thought we could, send others in this direction.
Just the gypsy in
The
the,
gypsy.
potion.
All right. The gypsy. 624 gold. Here you go.
All right. She gladly takes the 624 gold and gives you the 3 things of giant's blood, the 2 pounds of mineral powder, and the bundle of darkwood leaves.
Right. I'll add this to my backpack here. Thank you for all your services. And you said it looks like our next stop is going to be level 7, right?
Yeah, I think so. We need to pay a visit to the hunters and see if we can get those teeth.
All right. Thank you for your assistance and your business.
No problem.
We make our way out. Start adding this stuff to my inventory.
Well, that's most of the list so far, isn't it?
I believe so. Just need some dragons.
What do we have left?
Dragon teeth and 50 bars of tempered steel.
Well, I'd say we've done well then, so far.
Yes, we probably need to meet up for the 50 bars of tempered steel because depending on the price on that, I probably can't front the bill. If we have to get dragon teeth as
Yeah.
well. And from my knowledge, you haven't really been collecting much.
I have a bad habit of giving away what I collect.
Indeed. So I need to pool our party resources to get the rest of it, maybe. We head out.
Off we go.
Okay. Off to level 7?
I need a moment. I'm trying to write all this stuff down, so.
Okay.
Yep, time to visit somebody else in the chain.
Colin?
Yes. I am bringing up a document for myself.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, because we were wondering, all we could hear were crickets.
Oh no, I was trying to find a document that I accidentally closed. Because I have, like, probably around 50 tabs open right now. Okay. So, you go to the skins and you see all the different... the ones closer to the door are more like the generic deer, wolf, kind of like those kind of skins.
Of course, we'll be looking for the more exotic, like scaled hides and whatnot.
Yeah, so
looking for dragon parts in particular.
So you go towards like near the end, and you find there is a vendor at the end of this this row here, and you find that there are mounted heads of reptilian creatures. Not just dragons, but other creatures.
But there's a mounted dragon head?
Yeah.
Okay, then. How many teeth are in its head?
There's a few.
Is there more than 10?
Yes.
Okay, then. All right, so we're going to address this vendor. Male, female.
What are you trying to do?
I want to see what the vendor looks like.
It's more like a group.
Okay, so excuse me, who's in charge of this stall?
So there's like a group of hunters basically like standing outside, and then there's like a table inside. So what was your question?
Who's in charge here?
You can see someone's like kind of like in the back that like kind of looks a little bit more, not exactly a barkeeper, but like looks like he's the head person.
Okay, so I will make my way in and be like, excuse me, is this where I can procure exotic animal materials?
Yeah.
Excellent. I require 10 dragon teeth.
10. What kind of dragon?
Cheapest ones you got.
Exactly.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I thought I was still muted.
The voice in the back of my head says I should probably get the least expensive ones.
Okay. And okay, so I'm guessing that would be a regular old. You
A
want
small green dragon or something?
Well, do you want a chromatic or do you want metallic? That's sort of depending there.
Let's go metallic, just plain metallic.
Metallic.
Maybe copper or something like that.
Copper, huh? So you want
That would be the least expensive, right?
Yeah, that's somewhat on the least expensive side. So you're looking for what size? Oh, do you need it to be magical? That actually depends on size.
You know, honestly, that was not specified by my employer.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with non-magical.
Okay, so that will leave you with the wormling and the young size
Okay.
teeth.
Let's go with the young size teeth.
The young, okay, so that is going to be 200 gold per tooth.
Per tooth. All right.
And we need 10 of them.
Yes, we require 10 of them.
I don't have the funds for that. I hope you do.
I don't know. I doubt it, honestly. Well, what if we pooled up? I've got about 450.
Oh dear.
I don't keep a lot of gold on me.
I just spent 600 something gold. I have 1,200 left.
Huh. All right, we might have to come back for this.
As I thought, this last bit is going to be expensive.
Yep.
Yes.
Dragon teeth are definitely expensive, especially if you get higher than the young. Because for a copper, that would be 1,000 gold per a tooth for an adult. And then if you want an ancient, it's 2,500 gold per tooth.
All right. And what is the cheapest, the absolute minimum
Well,
that we can get?
that's a wormling copper.
And those are
20 gold each.
Will they count as dragons?
It's technically a dragon. It's a baby dragon. It's got teeth.
I mean, he didn't specify age.
It said dragon teeth.
Yeah.
There we go. 10 of those.
Okay. 10 of those will do wonderfully.
All right. You still want to go with the copper?
Least
Sure.
expensive, my friend. Least expensive.
Okay, so it'll be 200 gold then.
I can do
All
that.
right, and we need a receipt for that.
Okay. So 200 gold pieces, and he starts writing on it like a little notepad that he has. He says 10 copper. You want wormling, dragon teeth, and then he kind of like totals, but kind of like line total 200 gold pieces, and then says, all right, so payment.
I will turn over 200 gold.
All right, kind of like writes paid cash or money, and then tears off the receipt off his pad and hands you it. He takes the gold, and then he out of a very small pouch, he pulls up and counts 10 teeth for you, and they're probably about the size of
About the size of a quarter, probably.
yeah, about the size of a quarter. Just counts out 10 and just closes the pouch and puts it away, and he's like, are you good, or?
Yeah. I believe this is good.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
so-
it's. I think we need to find the others and see if they managed to procure that cart.
Indeed. Go. Thank you for your services.
No problem.
Wave and turn and walk out. I hope those work.
And he said dragon teeth. These are dragon teeth. So there we go.
He didn't specify age.
He also didn't give any funds to assist at the beginning, so do with what we dealt with.
Exactly. He deals with what we can afford.
Exactly. If he wants better stuff, he pays us better.
I have no idea how we're gonna manage the ingots, though.
Indeed.
All right. Well,
Back to the surface.
that's what I was thinking. They got to be up there by now, right?
Suppose so. Just going for a mammoth and a cart. Oh, but he was going for a elephant in a cart.
I guess back to the elevator and our way out.
Okay, so you go back up the elevator and make your way out. Where is Marco at this point?
So I would have headed through the portal,
Okay.
and while I was headed for the portal, I'm gonna look to see what gender my mammoth is, just out of curiosity.
We'll do evens, male, odds, female.
Okay.
Flip some kind of dice.
And before Marco goes off and becomes a mammoth breeder.
Let's see. Oh, you want me to roll? Hold on.
Followed by Galen saying something about breeding him with more weight, something like that.
It's odds.
Odds. So we went with odds for the female.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna head through the portal with my mammoth, and as soon as I'm through, I'm going to follow the that vendor's directions towards where I need to redeem the carriage.
Okay. So you definitely see there's like a slight area different from like the line and the elevators are. And there's kind of like just people waiting in line, and there's a bigger cable, a couple cables actually, and a very bigger platform over there. And you notice that it rises, and like some people will have like a catapult show up, or some kind of larger like object.
Your
rises.
purchases.
Yeah. So you wait in line, and it's finally your turn. So.
All right, so I'm gonna hand them the hello, and I'm just gonna hand him the slip.
And he takes the slip, just looks at it, and kind of like processes it, and he just kind of points at the elevator.
All right.
That's off to the side, and you just see it slowly rise up. The cart you purchased.
Nice.
And you see two dwarves just kind of like push it, let it roll off the platform, and then the platform goes back down.
All right, so do you need me to go over there, or is it gonna get pushed out of this area?
It's up to you what you want to do with it.
All right, we'll walk over. And is everything there needed to hook it up?
Nope.
Son of a monkey.
You just bought a cart. You didn't buy the harnesses.
Damn it.
Start pushing.
All right, so well, that makes it more complicated. So I'm gonna take the rope. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to give the mammoth the potion I was told to give him. It just kind of crosses my mind, so I suddenly give it to him.
You give the
I'm a
mammoth
little
this
worried about
potion.
this part.
a few seconds go by, and you notice that this mammoth that has been smaller is growing,
I'm
and
so afraid of-
double in size.
It's a full-size mammoth. I should have saw that coming. All right, so for the time being, I'm going
Got rope?
to. That's what I'm looking to see is how much rope I have. Where did it go? I had it. It's not in my inventory
you-
anymore.
Didn't you use it in the graveyard?
Yeah, and it snapped.
Ah, son of a. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. So I'm gonna keep the reins in one hand, and I'm gonna pick up the yoke and start pushing. I should be more than strong enough to do it with my size.
Okay, do a strength check.
Eight.
Okay, do an animal handling check.
Son of a- Natural 1.
Wow.
Great.
While you were okay, so you took the reins of the mammoth and you double its size. Well, the mammoth is technically not really sure, who its owner is at the point, and you are pushing this cart with both hands, not realizing you let go of the reins, and now there's a runaway mammoth running away from you while you are pushing this cart.
All right, I'm gonna let go of the cart and go after the mammoth.
Realizing that you have not actually moved an inch while trying to push this cart.
I'm still going after the mammoth.
Okay.
That was the expensive part.
What's
While
your
I'm running
movement
away,
speed?
while I'm running after the mammoth, could you guys just push that off the platform? I'll be right back, and I'm gone. Movement speed is 30.
All right. The mammoth is a lot faster than you are.
So is it like running, or is it just wildly walking?
No, it's running.
Why? It was supposed to be domesticated already.
You let go of it trains.
There's nothing I can do about this either. I'm just gonna keep following it as best I can.
One moment.
Oh no.
I have to roll a couple of things.
Oh no.
It's just gone.
I have to roll a couple of things. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I have to make a couple things. A lot more other things.
In before our party wipe due to rogue mammoth.
Okay, so while it's running, it's kind of like bumping its head back and forth and accidentally gores one of the guards trying to catch it. And you just see that guard go down.
Oh boy.
A couple of the other guards kind of just like able to jump away further enough for not to get hit.
As I pass, I give him a real quick cure wounds as quick as I can. And just keep going.
Okay.
I'm sorry, do I see this starting to occur?
Yes, you definitely see this happening.
The guard gets 6 hit points back.
I'm just going to throw a bit of iron into the air and cast Reduce on it.
Reduce. Okay, what does reduce do?
It decreases the size of the creature down by until its next tier below. So from medium to large, that's in large. So from large to medium, or from medium to small, etc.
It's a
Mammoth,
huge
beast.
Yeah, but it's a
It's
huge
huge.
beast, so it
So
goes
it's
down
large.
to large. So now, so instead of a huge creature, it is now a large creature, and it is still running.
but I should be able to catch it now. It's slower.
Let me see this. Reduce.
But that ability for 1 minute, and it does require that the creature makes a con save of 14.
Con save of 14. Oh wow, it's got really good con.
I figured it would, but worth a shot at something.
No, I got a 12. I got 12. So, nope,
right, so
it's definitely reduced. Yep. So it's running at the same speed you are. It's still ahead of you, but
Wonderful. You've got 1 minute. Well done.
So while I'm sprinting, I'm gonna focus, and I'm gonna cast Giant's Might, and that bumps me up a size class.
okay, you're at large.
So that should be longer strides now, right?
No, you normally run at the same pace. Because like a gnome is considered medium, but it like what is it? It's let me see the cost things. Alright, so it goes by race, technically. So let's see. Wait, this is 3.5. It does not reduce speed.
So it stays being faster.
A slightly smaller rampaging elephant. Or mammoth.
I don't get why it's rampaging. It's domesticated. There should be no reason why it freaked out.
Your animal
It freaked
handling
out
roll.
because yes, you mishandled it, and that freaked it out.
But all he said was, I just dropped the reins.
You have to reins
Nothing
and it
happened.
ran. Technically, it did have something happen.
Whoever trained it did a shit job at domesticating it. I'm just gonna keep running after it. It's all I can do.
Okay, so Grimble, you just see Marco running after this mammoth that is now basically the same kind of size as Marco at this point, just running around the outside where there's no huts or anything.
Delightful. I'm going to continue to watch and keep the concentration on it for as long as I can.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my drink with me.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Jane or Galen. Wait. So where are you guys at right now?
We were on the elevator coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the elevator coming up.
So coming up, because we've been taking time in line, so you guys would have just made it on the top and just started getting off the elevator when you just see this mammoth just run off.
What in the world is
Whoa.
that? Is that a
What's going on over there?
mammoth?
And by this time, a few seconds later, we see like Marco grow to increase as the same size as the mammoth.
Yep.
Is that Marco?
Oh no, not again.
Again. Cut our losses and leave? What do you think, Jay?
I think we should go get a drink for this one.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Back to the apothecary, maybe. I don't.
Something for a headache afterwards?
Oh. Elixir of mind numbing or something.
I suppose we better go help him. Although I don't know how we're gonna catch that
I have
thing.
no idea.
So looking at the situation, is there a way that we can cut off the elephant?
Well, the elephant at this point is so it ran out and then like past the little market stalls, and then it's running around in the open area within Blackpool.
Okay. Is it slowing down because it's out in the open? Like not as scared.
No.
Oh, lovely. Well, I guess I will head towards it.
Suppose I will too, trepidatiously.
Okay. As you guys run towards it, it is going to kind of like spin around and kind of like run towards you.
Run towards me?
Nope, run towards.
You should spin around. That'd be towards me.
No, oh no, wherever Galen and Jane are coming from.
Oh, lovely. So it's running straight towards us?
Wonderful.
Well, of course we're going to dive out of the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to stay in the way of its path. No, no, no.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm not standing in front of a charging mammoth.
All right, so charging around. Galen, what's your AC?
Not enough. 15.
All right, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so I have a question. As it's charging towards us, is it possible that I can grab a hold of the reins and like grab the side of it? Because they're fuzzy, right? Can I get a handful of hair and like hold on to the side of this thing along with the reins?
Make a.
I was gonna assume acrobatics on that one.
Acrobatics with disadvantage because you're technically trying to get closer with this thing doing like an attack with its tusks towards you guys too.
Okay, so here's the first roll. Oh crap. That would be a nat 1.
Oh shit.
Oh, dear.
No.
I'm not even gonna bother with the second roll. Oh wait, no.
It's disadvantage.
Yeah, with disadvantage. Yeah, not gonna bother with the second roll.
Okay. So
I mean, technically I add 5, but it's a nat 1.
so with just one attack towards Galen, you took
No, hold on. You said it was going to hit?
yeah, what was your AC? It was
15.
Okay.
I'm going to use shield.
Okay, what was that make it?
20.
No, that's over 20.
Holy smokes. Well, I still used it, so
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah, it just adds to your AC.
Yeah. Did it work? Yeah, I used it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Still hits. Wonderful.
You take 26 points of piercing damage from a tusk.
So, are they within 30 feet of me?
Technically, yes.
All right. So as I see Galen about to be gored, this mist just kind of pours out from my robes and just real quickly moves across the field and engulfs the two of them. So
Okay.
all of that 26 damage goes to me.
Okay. And then I'm gonna guess a 21 hits you, Jane.
Yeah.
And you take only 12 points of damage.
How the heck am I still alive? Because remember, I'm squishy.
Because I rolled really bad on those dice.
You realize your really bad roll left me at 4 hit points.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept because I normally almost kill you each session, so it's fine.
You did almost kill him again.
Again, almost killed me.
Or I kill him. It's either knockout or really close.
Okay. So I take it I'm like stuck on one of the tusks now.
Yep.
Can I reach the reins?
Let's see. It's a huge creature.
It's large.
No, because the
Large got reduced.
Yeah, it's large. So, but the tusks have a 10 feet reach. So
No,
no.
5 feet reach. Half
Yeah,
the size. It went down a class.
Okay. No, these are tusks. So they're.
Used to
Yeah,
be
but they
smaller
would have
tusks.
shrunk with it.
Oh, okay.
So the rest of its body shrunk, but not its face.
Okay, I don't see what you're saying now. Alright.
Did you chibify it?
It's just got the big head and the body just got smaller. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. My bad, guys. It's no way to rock.
Okay. Would you be able to reach it? That'd be a no.
I think it'd be close. I don't know. Can I reach it with my tail?
Your tail's behind you. How far does your tail reach?
Well, my butt's hanging down 2 feet. My tail reaches another 3 feet.
And the reins are closer to its head.
Right. So if I'm like curling around it's
So you're going to try to spin yourself on this tusk while impaled.
no, I'm curling up into a ball basically while impaled on this tusk and trying to snag the reins with my tail,
Oh,
like the tip of my tail.
I'll do a acrobatics with disadvantage because you're impaled.
I'm trying my best here. Okay, so first roll is a 21. Second roll is 9.
So it's a 9. No, you don't reach it.
Can I get myself free of the tusk
You could try.
and still hang on to it?
You could definitely try.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pull myself off of the tusk, like, grab it with both hands and like push back, trying to get it out of me.
Okay. And by the way, while this is all happening, like, it's still running around.
Yeah, I'm
No,
hoping
but-
I don't get slammed into a building.
Okay, so
I just thought of something terrible.
what?
You said he's impaled, right? As in the
Yep.
tusk is in him. You remember my spell's only got 1 minute, and then it increases in size.
Oh.
I need to get off this
You
thing.
need to get off.
Well, that's a clear. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
So
I
make
can see how this session's gonna go.
make a strength check.
A new character.
So that'd be a 5.
Oh my god.
I think Holland just woke up today thinking I'm gonna screw these guys over.
I don't kill
No,
any
you-
characters until level 5.
You killed yourself by getting a mammoth. You
This
go,
mammoth's gonna go on a rampage for no reason. It's gonna slaughter everybody.
because the poor nat 1 animal handling check. Mm-hmm.
But
So it
we only hit
wanders
level
off. There's no
4.
reason to freak out.
I thought we only hit level 4. We didn't go up to 5. We went up to 4
Nope,
after like 12 seconds.
All
My
right.
character's only level 4.
Yep.
Yeah, we all are.
So, you fail at trying to get yourself off this tusk. So what's the rest of everyone else doing?
Would have been the same scenario with an elephant too.
No, elephants have smaller tusks. Like way smaller tusks.
That's the part that would have been different.
Reeling from a little bit of pain that went away? Whatever the mist did,
So-
never seen it before.
It never really impacted you.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
The attack just kind of phased through you
Okay, hold on.
and completely impacted me.
I have. Let's see. I might have something for this.
I swear my next character is just going to be like this monstrous, like half-orc barbarian that just follows everybody's directions. He's like the hired muscle and does nothing but, you know, like
Right.
strength training.
Okay, so I guess how far away is the mammoth from me right now? From Gallon?
Are you running with it?
I guess after that happened, sure, is like kind of keep up behind it.
Yeah, you'll be able to keep up with it.
Okay. Trying to maneuver into an area, like over to the side, like, you know, moving to the side, trying to get somewhere where there isn't a person or anything that can be destroyed by this. Waits for the moment where I can angle a cone directly over, so it's going to go basically hit the elephant, not Jane, and like nothing else. Because we're out in the open, right? At this point?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're open.
I'm going to try to attempt to cast Rhyme's Binding Ice.
Okay.
So while I'm like booking it here, I'm going to try to do this. The whole right side of Gallon turns to ice, or turn ice and scales and stuff like that. And because he's never cast this before at it, it's the ice is going to be a bit more pronounced than what y'all are used to seeing. He's a burst of cold energy is going to emanate from his right hand with all those scales and the ice talons that are now there, and it's going to launch out, and it's like a giant cone that goes through here. Let's see. So I'll go ahead and attempt to hit it, and we'll see if it does anything. Let's see, spells. Rhyme's Binding Ice. It is a con save, which is going to suck because he's probably going to get it. I guess I hit cast. It's a con save of 14.
He makes it.
Yeah, okay.
He's success.
Well, let's see. So it says on a failed save, creature takes 3d8. What about a save? Because it's half?
I would say if it does something.
Okay, it says on a failed save, a creature takes 3d8 cold damages and hindered by ice formations by 1 minute for 1 minute, or until another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. Creature hindered by ice has its speed reduced to 0. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered by ice. So he just takes whatever 3d8, half of 3d8. So I just got a spell, I could cast it.
So it passed the thing, right?
Yeah, so it just takes half
Yep.
of whatever damage this is.
So this whole time I'm trying to like turn and cut it off too to get closer.
All right. So it takes 8 damage.
Yep. And it's unfortunate that it's a con save, because it's got a lot of con. Because that would have made it easier.
Yep, man, it's not slowing down at all. Also, you have a vial of meltwater, right?
Ooh,
A vial of meltwater.
what the hell is that?
It says it's a
The
material.
component for your spell.
I guess I don't do that then. Guess we take that away, and I cast freaking this. Ray of Frost. Reduces its
What?
speed by 10, or its movement by 10. We'll do
Alright.
that instead.
All right. Is that a save or anything like that?
That is Frost. That one is. It's just my hit DC. I have to try to hit it.
All right.
So, while clutching this tusk, can I yell out, use your magic hand to grab the reins?
Doesn't work that way. It can't. It can only hurt a certain amount.
Just hit it.
Just hit it. Okay, so
Just hit it.
I hit it with that. So I will attempt to do damage to it as well. 4 damage. Of course.
All right. All right. And, so
And its
reduced.
speed is reduced by 10.
All right. So now it's going slower. So now Marco is able to catch up with it.
Ha!
And- okay, so obviously, how long does it take me to catch up with it?
It doesn't know, like, not that long.
Long enough for me to make another attempt to get off this tusk?
Yeah.
All right. So while he's doing that, I've got one arm around the mammoth's neck because I'm the same size as it,
Okay.
dragging it to a halt.
Okay.
That will probably be the end of the minute, so this will be his only chance to get off before I'd expect.
And while I'm throwing one arm around the neck, I'm gonna try and use my other hand to shove Jane off the tusk.
Okay. Jane, do a. What was the thing I did last time? It was strength.
You did strength test,
Yeah.
which I rolled a 15 and I get to add 2.
Yeah, you make it off the tusk.
All right. What about dragging this thing to a stop?
Do a strength check for yourself.
Thankfully, I'm enlarged, so I have advantage. Natural 20.
Let's see. It's a 22 in total, and I got a 25 in total.
Wow. I literally can't beat it.
It has a really high strength and con. Everything else is shit, but you guys just pick everything that he's really good at.
I'm gonna need a refund because this clearly wasn't domesticated.
That'd be a great conversation. Hi, this just gored everyone upstairs and you said it was domesticated. I want my money back.
Because if it was actually domesticated, it wouldn't freak out so easily.
Well, rolling away on the ground, I'm going to pull a potion of healing from my pouch and chug it.
Okay.
And sliding along, I'm just gonna keep on trying to pull it to a stop.
Okay, do another strength check.
Uh, 14.
Roll again.
Five.
Nope. Nope. He's still moving along.
All right, I'm gonna grab the reins and try and just pull down on him to bring it to a stop.
All right, do an animal handling check.
Nine.
Nope.
Oh, now that I'm...
So this is literally a non-domesticated mammoth.
so
You got
now
below
that
a
I'm-
10.
Now that I'm feeling better, can I make a try for the reins now?
Yeah, Jane, you can go for a try for the reins now.
What do you want that to be? An animal handling? Grab the reins.
Yeah, grab the reins. Yep.
$19 total.
19. You are able to pull this mammoth to a stop.
Man, that hurt.
As it expands.
And yeah, at the end of that, it expands back to its huge size.
Yeah, and I shrink back to normal.
And it like lifts me off the ground with the reins. This is not how I wanted to end my day.
You think I did either?
It's not
This was supposed to be
even done yet.
domesticated. I was clearly lied to.
Also, what the hell is this thing? I thought you were supposed to get an elephant. This is a freaking mammoth.
I made an upgrade.
Are you planning on keeping it?
Maybe. Yes.
Ah.
At least we know it's not weak.
Well, how about you fix the hole in my side for stopping this thing for you?
So I'm kind of hanging off the other side, so I'll reach down and put one hand on him and cure wounds. Uh, 10.
Full health. I was only missing 4 because of the potion, so.
And as I drop to the ground, I'm going to second wind myself. Just take a deep, nice, long, deep breath.
Oh, almost max.
All right, so we know we can rely on this to help us if we ever get in trouble.
Appears so.
I'm pretty sure it'll pull the cart.
Most likely, yes.
Yep.
It managed to drag Marco's butt around, hanging off the side of it.
Yeah, well, I was enlarged too. So on the plus side, we know it's a quality product.
I down the rest once on my flag and return back to the cafe and grab another drink.
So, do you want to go get the harness for it, or you want me to go get it? Apparently, he didn't give it to me at the same time.
Well, we still need to pick up 50 bars of tempered steel and 10 dragon. Oh, we already got the dragon teeth. We just need,
Yeah,
the bars of tempered steel. We got everything
We need
else.
to get this guy hooked up to the cart. I think he'll calm down once he's hooked up to a familiar cart. That's what he was trained for.
Maybe.
Did you forget to buy the tackle?
I said I was buying a carriage, so I assumed it was all coming as a deal.
And
I
this
never said I was the smartest one in the group.
in this shady place. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, hopefully they have mammoth tackle.
All right,
What
do you guys-
What floor did you get the mammoth and the cart on?
Oh, I remember that was 17, right?
Yeah.
All right, I got it on 17, but I also need to go get the cart. It's sitting over by the elevator.
Okay, well, you go get the cart, and I will go down to 17, and I will buy the tackle to attach.
All right, Galen, the mammoth is yours for the time
Oh,
being.
sorry, I have to go pick up a magical component. Goodbye.
You realize we're gonna end up with the same situation all over again if I have to handle the mammoth and the cart.
Well, I can't handle the mammoth.
Well, then go get the cart.
All right, I tell you what. Galen, you go get the tackle, and I will stay with the mammoth. Since
think I can
apparently I'm the
carry
only one that can
mammoth
control it.
Well, how about this? You two go get the cart. At least you don't have to go very far. Just get it off of that platform that I bought it on.
You couldn't
So we
push
don't-
it.
I didn't have time to push it.
You couldn't move it.
We don't know that.
Oh, fair.
Hey, yeah, you don't actually know that. And 2 smaller doors were able to push it.
Oh, I mean,
I was just
okay.
distracted.
Okay.
And I will take the mammoth back through the portal I came up through to go get the tackle.
Just gonna go sit on the cart.
So,
All right. So I am going to head back to that portal that I came off of floor 17 from.
So who's going back to the cart?
I
of
suppose
them.
I am to go sit on it.
yeah, I guess we are.
So at this point, you see a small, 2 dwarvish children just playing around on the cart, like pretending to drive.
Having fun.
Flip the cart, flip the cart.
It's a full carriage too, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's designed to be pulled by a mammoth.
All right. So then Marco's going back to go grab the
Yep.
harness. Okay.
I guess we'll go sit by the cart and. I mean, because obviously we're not going to be able to budge this thing.
Exactly.
Although if we both grab a wheel, maybe we can get it to move a little bit.
No, I can't move anything.
Okay, sitting on the carriage we are.
Exactly.
We'll just tell them we couldn't move it.
I mean, we can try if you don't believe me.
I'm stronger than I look.
All right, well, let's get behind it, I suppose. Who's turning?
Yes,
How do we do this?
I guess we could each grab one of the arms in the front, which is where it would attach to the sides of the harness for the creature.
I know you're speaking words, but I don't understand a single thing you're saying.
Keep in mind, this cart is not designed for multiple creatures. It's designed for a single mammoth.
Yeah, so it should have dual bars on the front of it. There should be 2 sticks off the front. If
I'm gonna
we
leave that
each
one up to
grab
Holly.
one and pull,
Yeah, there's 2 sticks off the front.
if we each grab one and pull, we can move the cart, and whichever way we pull, it should move in that direction.
All right, I guess we attempt to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna either let you guys do a strength check separately, or someone gets advantage.
I think
Or
we should go
athletics.
work together on this and use advantage.
All right, you go right ahead.
Okay then, rolling with advantage. First roll is a 15 total. Oh yeah, second roll is a nat 20.
All right. Yeah, you're able to pull it.
I'm just
All right,
curious. Let's see what would have been if I rolled. Where is it? Oh, this is strength at the top.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Good thing we went the other way.
Told you.
Jane, you notice that you're mostly carrying all the weight.
It's a good thing the cat is stronger than he looks.
Galen's hands are just basically on the thing.
So where are you pushing it to?
No, told to move it somewhere.
There should be like a loading area.
Well, so you're loading it out of like the platform unloading area, and then it kind of like leads out into the open.
Well, let's move it out in the open so that we can hook up the mammoth and then back it in properly to be loaded.
Okay. All right. So that Marco went to go get the stuff.
Yep. I went back through the portal that I came off of 17 from.
Okay. You went through the
Does the
portal.
mammoth fit through the portal?
No.
Is there anywhere the mammoth can be tied up safely?
Oh, you took the mammoth with you.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. It's not just sitting there by itself.
No, it doesn't go through the portal because it's not small enough.
Okay, but is there anywhere that I could tie the reins to that looks sturdy?
The
Probably where
most
the
you
cart
can, the most you can find is maybe like a horse hitching post.
Which is clearly not going to hold a mammoth.
I'm assuming that this portal is close by where the carts and stuff come up.
Yeah.
So would he see us moving the cart out? Or the carriage?
Oh no! So you are on the very top, like you're on like top floor above the like surface. You're on the surface level.
Oh, he took the mammoth on the elevator
yeah,
all the way to the bottom?
Yep.
No, I went to the portal that took me back to the surface.
Yeah, but to get back to the oh no,
Is it a one-way portal or
yeah,
something?
so that's a one-way portal.
Wow. That's annoying. So upon going over there, the portal is not there.
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna head back towards the cart then because portal's not there, and I can't take the mammoth down below.
Okay. I thought you took the elevator down.
With the mammoth?
Yeah.
No, I went back to where I took the mammoth to the surface through that portal. So I had assumed it was gonna take me right back to that same floor. Apparently not. Yeah, so I'll just go back to the cart then. Because I can't get down there.
All right. Coming back, you just see
Charging
Jalen
battery.
and Jane just chilling there.
So, apparently that portal I took to the surface was a one-way portal. So we'll have to go back to floor 17 the long way.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
So, do you guys want to go get the tackle and I'll just give you 100 gold? That should be enough to cover however much it costs.
And how are we gonna carry it up here?
Exactly.
It's just tackle.
Or a mammoth.
Yeah, for a mammoth.
There's a shortcut portal to the surface.
How are we going to carry it though?
So you're gonna
Kinda
watch the
hard
mammoth
enough.
then.
Just tie it to the back of the carriage. It should stay right there.
All right, I'm gonna walk over and tie the mammoth to the carriage then.
There should be a ring on the back.
Yeah, there's like a way you can tie it. Yeah.
All right, I'll tie it up and then I'll head for the elevator.
Okay. Hop on the elevator and go down. Takes you to the first floor.
And I'm just
very
gonna keep
bottom floor.
progressing straight for the mammoth vendor.
Yep. Okay. And you go to the mammoth vendor. He says, "Oh, you're back again."
Yeah, I need the tackle to hook it up to a carriage.
Ah, that's right. Where did I put that? My kid kind of looks around and looks in crates. It's like, this should fit. And it's huge.
So, any cart or anything, or how much does this weigh to be precise?
It's about 10 pounds.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought it'd be a lot bigger.
Nah.
Oh, I suppose it's not a full saddle. It's just all the hookup stuff. Okay. So is it like all in a box or just a bunch of loose stuff?
Just a bunch of loose stuff.
You got a box or anything that I can carry this up in so I don't drop half of it on the way there?
Yeah. He kind of like empties another box into another.
All right. So how much is this gonna run me?
20 gold.
All right. I hand him the gold and take the box and I get
Alright.
going.
All right. All right. You
And
head
I'm
back
just gonna book it as quick as my feet can take me.
Okay.
Not actually fully running. We're like power walking.
Okay, a couple minutes runs by and you're following at the cart.
All right. So we want to get this this girl hooked up,
Be my guest. I have no
And-
idea how to do that.
and by this time
Have
my
at
big
it.
old grin is back because I'm back to being pleased with my purchase. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the front and just start hooking stuff up. I don't know how complicated it is.
I suggest putting the harness on the mammoth first while it's still tied up and docile.
So it sounds like you know more about this than I do, so I'm just going to follow your directions, and I'll put it together with Jane leading the way.
I know how it works with horses, so I'm going to assume this is roughly similar.
Colin?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll get the mammoth and everything hooked up according to Jane's directions.
Okay. Mammoth is hooked up.
All right. We get it all attached to the front and everything. Get the bars slid into their loops and locked.
All right, we should be good to go. So what all are we missing for off the list?
50 bars of tempered steel.
That's it. We got everything else, and
Okay.
I suppose we can unload that into the carriage now.
I still need to pick up one magical thing, but other than that,
So once we buy the bars down below, we can have it brought up to that loading dock via crane.
Ah,
I
excellent.
figured that out when I bought the mammoth.
Well, isn't that useful? Because I did not relish the idea of lugging those one bar at a time.
Well, you guys want to go down and, well,
that's not really going to be possible. I think we need the whole group to work together because I've already exhausted most of my funds to get the rest of this list here.
Yeah, and I don't have a whole lot left
And
myself.
50 bars of tempered steel does not sound cheap.
all right, well, we'll need to leave somebody with the cart, or somebody could easily just hop on and take off with it. This was expensive.
I'll stay here, and Galen, why don't you help him with the salesman?
All right, I'll hop down and follow Galen.
What is Grimbolt doing, by the way?
Grimbolt needs to head off very short.
I was about to say
yeah,
that we are going to
I
take.
think Grimbolt's just hanging out in the tavern anyway.
We might not be able to complete this next part of the purchase without Grimbolt's assistance, though, so we might be.
We should be okay. Yeah, we can go for that.
You guys can are fully free to take advantage of whatever's in his inventory, his spells, his personality. Go for it. I trust you guys won't get him killed.
Get the shopping out of the way.
Are you sure you wish to trust Holland with this information?
I do. It will describe how good a DM he is.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll continue.
Good luck.
At least get the shopping out of the way.
Yeah, Kaisers.
Yeah, see you next week, guys.
Good night.
See you next week.
Leaving us for his real friends.
I know, right?
What are those?
I actually have to open the campaign.
Well, we won't pull anything from him yet. We'll go down without him to see what it costs.
Grimbolt can stay with the mammoth. We go and get Grimbolt to tell him to.
So by the way, while we're walking, Galen, are you keeping track of who's paying for what? So we know how to divvy out the funds when we get the money back?
I kept track of what I paid for.
I have receipts.
Yeah, we all have receipts.
Well, I know that. I meant, like, what part Jane paid for and what part you paid for.
I had the oil in the dragon's teeth, and he has the other 3 parts.
Jane's not with us.
Oh, right. Then yes, we have it all. Oh, yes.
I would assume you'd say the same thing.
Yes, we have it all written down.
All right.
Suppose if we can stop by, looks like I need to stop by floor 12 again, because I believe that's where potions and stuff are. I need to pick up some melt ice. Apparently I forgot that when I went to go cast a spell that would have stopped the mammoth in its tracks.
Do we want to pick up the metal first?
Probably not, because that's going to take a bit, I think. This should just be a quick trip in. Magical components will be out. And we don't have to worry about it anymore. So, get on the elevator, stay in queue, wait for the elevator, and then head towards floor 12.
Okay, so you're going to 12.
Indeed.
Okay, heading off to 12. And you see all the dealers from potions again.
All right, so walk up to the same one that we went to before.
Gypsy.
The gypsy, yes. And just by chance... Oh, hello again.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I forgot one thing when I was here last, and I don't know if you might have this or not, but I figure since we've already had patrons here, we might return first before asking if someone else has it. But I'm looking for a specific component here. I don't know if you might have it, but it is called meltwater. A vial of meltwater.
Meltwater. Let's see if we got it in stock. And how much of it? Just a vial? Couple vials?
How much is it for one vial?
One vial. That'd be 10 gold.
I'll take 3.
Okay, that'll be 30 gold. She kind of grabs 3 vials of it.
Right. 30 gold worth, 3 vials. Here you go.
Alright, she takes it, gives you the 3 vials.
Thank you. And DM, I don't know if that gets consumed upon use.
Let me see.
Or Rhymes Binding Ice. It just says components of vial of meltwater.
Says components. I don't think it does. It would normally say if it was consumed or
Yeah, it
not.
doesn't. I'll just have some backups in case something happens to the one that I have or something, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good. That way. That's it for that. Thank you so much
Alright.
for your patronage again.
Oh, no problem.
Marco, you didn't need anything from potions, did you?
No, I'm good.
Alright, just wanted to make sure before we head out. Thank you again so much.
Oh, no problem.
Right. Now, I believe, as we're heading out, so we start, walk through the beads and stuff, we're walking out. Now, I believe we've discovered that there's 2 locations tempered steel might be, Marco. It's 5, which is the blacksmith floor, and 6, which is the resources floor. So I don't know.
I would imagine the blacksmith floor.
All right, not the resources one. This blacksmith might have the
That's where I
tempered.
would start.
All right, we can go. So we head towards the elevator. So floor 5 it is. So we head that way.
Okay, on floor 5, you see a bunch of blacksmith shops. Some that are smaller than others. Some could be just like a hole in the wall with just an anvil and a forge.
So I'm gonna look around and see if I see that original blacksmith I went to a long time ago when I got all my cooking stuff.
Okay.
And I'll go pay him a visit.
Okay. And of course, there's people in front, like waiting, and you wait your turn. Unless you don't.
No, I'll wait.
Okay. So you wait your turn, and he's like, "Oh, I remember you. You're that turtle guy with a pan of some sort."
Yep, that would be me. I take it you don't get a lot of turtles.
No, not at all.
So I'm looking for something rather unique. I'm looking for 50 bars of tempered steel.
50.
Yep. I got an
Shit.
employer that I'm doing a supply run for.
I don't. Let me see what I got in the back. he kind of goes in the back and looks like, I only got 4 bars.
Any idea where I could get a hold of the whole order?
That would be floor underneath of us.
All right.
So resources then.
Yep.
Right.
Thanks for the info, and I'll leave 2 gold coins on the counter.
All right.
Maintain my reputation with him.
And he kind of just puts his hand over the coins and slides them towards this way. And then, have a nice day. And then
Yep.
goes to another customer.
God. Guess we head to floor 6 then. Business as
Right.
usual.
All right, head up to floor 6, and floor 6 is interesting. It's got pallets of resources in different stalls.
Looking around, do I see anything that has metal ingots?
Yeah.
Take off for the closest one that has metal ingots and find that vendor.
Okay. So you walk a little bit and you find a vendor that has metal ingots nicely stacked.
Hi there. I heard I might be able to get some tempered steel bars here.
Yeah. How many you need?
I'm looking for 50.
50. Where's tempered steel? That's regular steel. Oh, here we go. Tempered steel. All right, 50. Okay. Do you want them up loaded, or?
Yeah, if possible, it'd be nice to have them brought to the surface, seeing as how they're going to be a bit heavy to just carry on my shoulder.
Okay.
So how much are we looking at?
It's tempered steel. It's 6 gold a bar.
Oh, that's not bad. I was expecting way worse.
$300 gold. And then you want transportation. It's another 20 gold.
All right.
So 320 gold in total.
All right. And can I get a receipt with that?
Yeah, he kind of like looks around, looks for a piece of paper or parchment. And he finds like a back of a tag of some sort that kind of like labels something, and just tears it off and writes on the back of it. It says 50 bars, tempered steel, 6 gold piece, and it totals it up to 300 gold, and then adds delivery charge 20 gold, tallies it up again to 320 gold. And how are you paying?
I'm just gonna start setting the gold on the counter
All right, he says
or whatever's there.
gold, 320 gold coins. He kind of just and says paid on it, then hands it to you, and then takes the gold.
All right. Do I need any kind of slip to claim the bars when I get up top?
No.
Any way that I can identify that I'm the one that bought it?
My buddy here is gonna take it up for you.
Okay.
And you see this hulking beast of a ogre just walk over, pick the crate up, or the pallet that these 50 bars are on, and just walk over to that portal.
And I'm just gonna just keep right on pace behind him.
All right.
Follow suit.
And while we're walking, here you go, Galen, and I'll hand him the receipt. Might as well keep them all together.
Right.
Yep. And then, so you see this ogre just go through the portals and everything like that, and kind of like squeezes a little bit when he gets to the portals. They're not that big. And goes up onto the elevator, goes upwards, and then walks off. And he's like, "Where am I putting this?"
And then I'll walk in front of him and guide him the short distance to the cart.
Okay.
Once we get there, right here in the back of this carriage.
All right. And kind of just wallows and like puts it in there. He's like, "Do you want it per a bar?"
Do we get to keep the crate, or is that extra?
Well, you can keep the crate.
The whole crate of it.
Leave it in the.
Put the whole crate in there.
He just, it's a pallet, and he just kind of like puts the pallet inside in the back of the carriage. And you can easily see that the carriage like doesn't even have suspension, but you can just see it just slightly go down.
Wait,
Right.
it wouldn't have that much of an impact on it, would it? Because the
heavy.
bars, how heavy are the bars?
Think of one bar is the size of maybe a keyboard.
Ooh, those are some big bars.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big
Ooh.
bar.
That's like 4 normal bars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's like 4 normal ingots at least.
So we're looking at like, what, 3 pounds per bar?
Yeah, about.
So 150 pounds? Okay.
Yep.
That's 150 out of the 1200 cap for the cart, so. Whew.
No, a block of steel. It even the size of a keyboard, let's say 2 inches thick. For like a standard ingot size, that'd be a lot more than 3 pounds. That'd be like 10 to 15 pounds of steel.
All right, so it's 10, 15. We'll go with 10, just to even out number wise.
Yeah, you had to jack that up.
There we go. So 500.
Sorry, but
500. Yeah, because realistically, I don't think it's a 3 pound bar. That's a
Yeah.
heavy piece of metal.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's 500 pounds. That's still less than half of the. I'm glad I went with a carriage.
you work with steel and you don't know its weight.
I know its weight.
No, it doesn't.
Shame on you.
Just being a bit of a cheapskate.
So we got everything we need. Double check. Let's go down the list real quick. It looks like we have mineral powder. We picked that up. Veggie oil. I believe you have that.
Yes,
right,
I have
Jane?
that.
Giant's blood potions. I have that. Darkwood leaves. Also have that. We just picked up the 50 bars of tempered steel. The 10 dragon teeth. We also have that as well. Not cheap,
Yep.
by the way.
No.
And then we also have the optional I hold up my hands and do the quotation air quotes, elephant and compatible cart for said elephant.
I don't have a receipt for that.
Well, that's fine. Are we keeping this, Marco?
He's
you
gonna
keep-
kind of roll his eyes and say yes.
All right.
Well, at least we don't have to walk.
Fair.
So I was told that this mammoth can pull easily 2,000 pounds, and the carriage is rated for about 1,200 pounds.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I decided to get something that could reliably pull my fat ass.
Fair.
Probably a good idea.
All right. Well, I guess we need to go fetch Grimbold and be on our way then. Before we leave though, have you thought about what you're going to feed this thing?
Vegetables. I should probably stock up some more while I'm here.
You
Hey,
should-
Floor
Reg.
2.
yes,
I'm
I'm
just
sure
gonna
they.
point back at the hole and say floor 2. Eat
You're
quick.
going to need more than just a few vegetables to feed that thing.
Also, how late is it?
It's getting pretty
Is it-
late.
Perhaps we should let him get his vegetables to feed this thing, and maybe spend the night just outside of town before we head off.
I think so.
All right, so I'm gonna head down to the food market.
All right.
So while I'm in transit, how much food are we saying this thing's gonna consume per day?
Let me see.
I'm gonna assume a couple of pounds.
You can also graze
Yeah.
if we're in a place that could.
In a single day, 300 pounds of food.
Somebody look something up on Wikipedia.
Yep.
It's not even that's not even slightly realistic for us to carry.
I literally looked up how much an elephant ate and can't bounce it off that one.
Because it can graze on the way.
I don't see why we can't stop and let it graze for a little while.
Of course, while we're eating stuff too. I mean, it could be grazing.
Yeah, because even horses eat like 30 pounds of food a day.
You never see that in films, though.
Yeah. So D&D wise, how much am I realistically expected to keep stock?
I'll half that amount, so 150 pounds
A day?
a day.
Is that with taking grazing into consideration?
Think about it this way. Normally, a elephant spends 18 hours a day. No, 16 hours a day eating.
You realize with that logic, we couldn't use it as to pull anything. That would be
With
every
this
waking
logic,
moment
yes.
it's awake.
Unless you had a feeding thing on the carriage.
This is not gonna work. Because that means just to go back to Goldshot's place, I would need almost 500 pounds of food.
Gold Shot is 2 days away. So it's only 300.
Yeah, that's
What do you expect? The bigger the creature, the more it eats.
I can't return it. There's no return policy. I don't have a receipt. I honestly don't know what to do because this is not gonna work. Because there's no way to get that kind of food after we leave here.
Well, I wonder.
I honestly don't know what to do.
Well,
I'm better off just shooting it after you're
think about
just killing it.
more. Maybe there's magical means. There's different ways to produce food. And if we just need to produce feed for something, maybe there's some sort of item we can acquire, or some sort of thing. When we were back at Skitter's, there was a bag that produced food. It may not be like gourmet quality type thing, but maybe there's something that's a bag of feeding or something. I have no idea. That could produce hay for horses or something. Possibly that could help. Maybe there's something like that. I just don't know. But I'm just spitballing here. Maybe there's something along the lines that could help.
Well, I might as well head back down to the merchant that I got the mammoth from.
Right. You said some ideas, Marco, that might help.
Okay. So you head back down to there. And the vendor says, "Oh, you're back again?"
Yeah, so I'm looking for a way to reliably maintain a food source. Any ideas?
Oh, I use these magical bins here.
So looking at these bins he's talking about, are they like really big to where it wouldn't be something I could take with? Or are we talking like...
It's about the size, it's one of those like washing bins basically where you like wash your clothes like that.
Okay, that's easy enough to keep in the cart. Alright, so where do you normally acquire these from?
Oh, I have a vendor who sells them to me.
Think you could hook me up?
Potentially.
So is that a yes or a no? Or can I just buy one from you?
You can buy one from me if you like.
So how much are we looking at? And what does it take to maintain them?
Oh, there's nothing needed.
Okay. So how much are we looking at cost-wise?
Oh, let me look at my handy dandy price list.
This is gonna hurt.
I have to find it. All right, so this bin costs 600 gold.
All right. Let's see. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna slip my hand into my bag and pull out a shiny little item. I think you know which one I'm talking about, Holland. I don't know if you remember anymore.
If I remember what I'm talking about, yes, I think I remember.
Yeah. So, what would you think about a straight trade? And I'll just kind of slide it across the surface for him to inspect.
Are we talking about like the?
Yeah.
Was it
one of those?
Yeah, the other bronze, I think.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me see here. All right. Fair trade. Just one of those for this?
Yep.
Fair.
All right. How heavy are they? That's a quick question. When I go to pick it up.
They're as heavy as a crate, basically. As like basically like a wooden. It's more like a wooden half barrel.
Okay, easy enough to pick up then for me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and head on my way.
Okay. And he just takes the item and.
All right, head back to the cart.
Okay.
All right, we're all set.
What
I got a
is that?
magical thingamajig.
It's a magical thingamajig.
Yep. Produce
Does
this
it
food.
come with? Does it come with a Doom-a-Flatchet for your whatchamacallit?
I don't know.
So it worked then. I was just
Plop.
spitballing. I didn't know if that was an
And,
actual thing or not.
And I plop it in front of the mammoth.
A mammoth just starts eating it.
Eating what's in it, not the bin itself.
Yeah. You notice that this putting it in front of the mammoth, the bin, this I guess wooden half barrel starts filling up with foods, vegetables, and stuff like that that a mammoth would eat.
Clever little tub. And I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna climb into the carriage and just flop over on my back. I am exhausted.
We were thinking of heading just outside of town and getting a good night's rest before heading out.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. I'd like to get out of this town of shady people before anything else goes wrong.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
By the way, earlier, where was that goring gonna hit Galen?
Where?
Yeah.
It was gonna go straight for his stomach.
Oh, yay. So while I'm laying there, I'm like clutching my stomach and rubbing it a little bit because I'd get the pain with the damage.
Yeah.
It's a phantom pain, but
It's quite helpful, whatever you did back there, Marco.
yeah. So I've been in my spare time, I've been studying a little bit about giants, including their rune work.
I see.
So, and I kind of pull open one side of my robe, and you notice these runes like stitched into the clothing.
Detail.
So these it's very sloppy work, but because I don't have any skill at it, but yeah, these runes here help me do a couple fancy things. And then I kind of like reveal the back side of the shield, and there's some more like etched on the back of the shield.
Quite
So I got a
nice.
few interesting tools that I'm gonna be trying out. We'll see.
Very neat. Anyone know how to drive this thing?
I imagine it works like horses.
I'm gonna leave it to Jane. She seems to have some knowledge on this.
He.
He. Damn it, that name! It gets me every time. So, who wants to get Grimbolt before we go anywhere?
Suggest someone go get Grimbolt, and we put the barrel in the carriage.
While
'cause
y'all
this
take care of the
thing's-
barrel and whatnot, I'll go grab Grimbolt.
All right, I'm gonna leave the tub out there until he gets back. I'm not even gonna move.
Dude, I can't pick that thing up.
Yep, I'm gonna leave it there till they get back.
Did I find
Wow.
Grimbolt in the last known location he was? The bar, whatever it was.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Grimbolt, looks like our dealings are done. Ready to head back.
Okay.
For the night, at least. That's pretty good. All right, let's go. We meet back up with them.
Okay.
Now, can you pick it up?
Yeah, once I see them coming, I'll hop up and go get the tub.
Okay.
Okay. I'll climb into the driver's seat of the carriage. Hopefully it's high enough. I assume it would be because this carriage was meant to be hauled by a mammoth.
Yep.
So,
who
when I
is
pick up the
driving?
tub, does it empty itself, or do I need to like chuck what's in it?
It empties itself.
Okay. All right. What was your question?
I guess I'll maneuver us to the edge of town, just outside of town. Is there an area where large enough for us to, pull off the road and, not be quite so obvious that we're pulled off the road?
We have a mammoth.
Yeah, you have a mammoth.
I don't think subtlety is going to be a thing.
All right, well, is there an area large enough to pull off the road?
There is.
I'd say we'd pull, at least like an hour out of town?
Sure, we can go a little ways out of town and
Give us a little bit of distance.
That's probably a good idea.
and then pull off the road and set camp for the night. I feel we could probably just camp underneath the carriage.
I don't.
You
It
could.
might be pretty full.
What might be pretty full?
The carriage.
How tall is this carriage?
Carriage is pretty tall. It's almost as tall as the mammoth.
You could practically walk under that.
Is there a passenger section?
Yeah, there is. There's like a little interior.
Ah. And
Is this like a 2-story carriage?
No, it's a 1-story carriage. It's kind of like something that you would live in. Like there's
excellent.
a big there's a sleeping shelf. There's like a bench also, a couple cabinets.
ah,
Oh, so this is like a fully enclosed carriage.
Yeah,
This is like what Skidder had, right?
yeah.
Oh, this is like a big. This is a big like enclosed carriage with an exterior driver
I was
spot.
thinking covered wagon, but this is more than that.
That's kind of what I was thinking at first, was covered wagon, but no, this is a full-on enclosed carriage.
Yep.
we might as well
Nice.
make ourselves at home.
Nice.
Well, there we go. Have you named your friend yet, Marco?
Not yet.
Please tell me you're gonna name him Snuffleupagus.
Don't know where you got that from, but no. From Marco's point of view, anyways.
Where are you putting the barrel? The feed thing.
Well, I don't really know how the inside of the layout works, but basically just as far like inside, well, directly inside the back. I'm assuming there's a back door to it, right?
Yeah, the only entrance is the back door.
Okay.
Cargo area.
So either left or right, is there anywhere, is there a dedicated cargo area inside?
No, it's just like one full, the bars are literally placed right at the front. You have to climb over the bars to be able to get into the rest of the inside.
Okay. So is it like the benches on the left and then there's like cabinets and sleeping area on the right?
Yeah.
Can I set it under the bench?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna slide it, climb over the bars as best I can with the tub, and I would have slid it under the bench.
Okay. I believe I put it in your inventory, character's inventory.
I was gonna say, if we're stopping for the night, wouldn't you just leave it in front of the elephant?
The mammoth?
Say, yeah. That way he
Well,
could
yeah, once
graze
we
on it all
stop.
night.
I was saying in terms of while we were traveling.
Oh.
So I'm assuming that's what he meant.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to know what inventory the slot to put in.
Carriage, yeah.
Yeah, I put it underneath your carriage inventory.
Did you? Let me refresh my page.
We're gonna have to come up with a proper,
There it is.
map layout of the interior of this carriage now. How many of us can fit in the carriage? This is a question that needs to be asked.
Marco in there, it would be one less because he takes up so much room with this show.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, how many sleeping bunks are there?
There's only one.
One?
Yeah.
I would have lain right across the floor in the middle.
Okay.
I can curl up on the bench. That doesn't bother me.
Okay. So the bench could, like, sitting wise, can hold 3 people. And then there's the bunk that can hold
We would
1.
basically only have 3 in there at a time, because whoever's on watch would be outside.
Okay.
Yeah, so that sounds like a plan. One person gets the bunk, one person gets the bench, and one person gets the floor. And the 2 big guys are most likely going to be on the floor. I just hate to say it, but you need the room.
Yeah, I don't want to break the bench or the bunk either, so. Granted, they're probably strong enough to withstand me, but.
All we need to do now is modify this with a little kitchen, and you'd be all set.
Maybe you can make something
I
that
just gave
pops
him an
off the
idea, didn't I?
side.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
I'm not putting a kitchen in a wood carriage.
Right.
I'm not quite that dumb.
They make closed stoves just for that sort of thing.
You could have something that like folds off the side, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe a food preparation table with, utensils and stuff hung inside of it, and then you just close it like a fold-up cupboard almost. And then, you just make the campfire next to the carriage, but, far enough away to be safe. Maybe have a rack on the side to hold the pots and pans and the stand that holds them over the fire, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So, do we want to make camp for the night and then call it there?
I think
That
so.
sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a good idea.
So, you guys set up for camp, and that is where we'll end our session.
Very nice.
Well, that went interesting.
It's going to be a simple shopping episode, he said.
As I almost get killed once again.
Me too.
Hey, this is all Darkwing's fault.
When is it not? No, I'm just.
I mean, not wrong. Darkwing gets us in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I still blame Holland for that one a little bit.
Yeah,
You
but
cannot
still.
blame me for this one.
Yeah, but still, think
A
about it.
domesticated creature should not have gone on that big of a rampage.
So many things happen.
Without provocation.
Yeah,
That
so
was
many-
because you rolled a really, I think it was like a nat 1 on Animal Handling.
Yeah, I was expecting it to like wander off, and I'd spend a few hours trying to find it.
You botched the
I
animal.
wasn't expecting it to just suddenly like freak out without an explanation of why.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Not the direction we expected this to go, but that's part of the fun.
Marco's gotten a bit greedy, okay?
Marco is pulling money out of his ass at this point. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm about broke. Well, unless you count something else, but yeah.
Yeah.
How many things did I give you?
A lot.
Yeah, okay.
I still have like 16 to go.
Oh my god.
I've only given you 2.
Oh yeah, you want to give me?
I've come up with a couple of deals a couple times that we didn't go through with it because they weren't good enough. And I wasn't going to burn a whole bunch of them. Marco's greed is getting the best of him, though.
And you're supposed to be a cleric.
It's not a cleric anymore. What are we talking
I'm not a
about?
cleric, I'm a fighter.
You're a menace to society.
Well, you're not wrong. You can blame the greed on Holland. Holland can't dispute that one.
No, because I know how much those things I gave you are.
Yeah. I meant the actual cause of me being greedy is because of you.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
You know why.
I know it is.
Y'all are crazy. Good session. That was
Good
fun.
session.
That was definitely interesting.
Yeah, Gallon's gonna spend the whole time bartering. Blah blah blah. Mammoth. Mammoth.
To be honest, I thought it was gonna be the whole time bartering.
Yeah.
I did
You
waste a
actually
lot
did
of
well.
time. This thing has more health than all of us combined.
Yes, it does.
It can also kill
us
you all in one shot.
Yeah, that thing could one-shot me easily. That thing
You need
could
to
break
make
me in
that-
half.
You need to make that thing your absolute friend, Marco.
You realize I'm
Absolute
gonna be feeding it like high-class foods all the time too, not just
steadfast
the bucket.
champion.
So it's gonna be a fat and slow mammoth. That's what he's
Well,
saying.
it's pulling the carriage all the time.
Yeah, but if you extra feed it, it's gonna be ridiculous.
How much do you think I can actually extra feed something that eats 300 pounds of food?
I don't know.
He's just gonna give it the occasional treat to make it friendly.
Yeah. I'll give it the occasional, like, really nice food. But it won't, like, compensate for all of that day's food.
You know, it's like giving a horse a carrot or an apple every now and then.
And elephants are smart. So mammoths, I imagine, are close to that too. Elephants see humans as basically like pets. Kind of. They do. They see humans as basically like pets or like mice or something like that. Like something small and cute. That's the reaction in their brain they get when they see humans sometimes. Unless they've been, like hunted, repeatedly or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Yep.
Will definitely be interesting.
As long as we don't use the whips.
Yep.
Yeah,
Basically.
no, I don't plan on it.
But good
So you
session, my
find-
friends. Go ahead and
I was
end
gonna
the
say-
stream stram.
He's finally found something to replace the dead fox in
Jeez.
Grimbolt's
Oh,
bag.
wow.
Wow, so you squish that fox, so you upgrade to a mammoth,
Get
so you
something
can't
that
crush
can
it.
squish us.
No. It's something that can gore you. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Well, it could squish us too if it sits on us.
Oh yeah. It has. I think it has trample or stomp or something like that.
Right.
Both.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Yep.
Jeez.